What's going on, everybody? Happy Hump Day. Excited to have you with us right here on the Betting News Network. This is the All Sauce team. Excited to get saucy with you guys and talk through this beautiful slate of NBA we have tonight and obviously touch on the NFL trade deadline yesterday. But welcome to the show. Welcome to the network. That's V-Sauce. That's Just Sook. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here ready to rock and roll. Boys, happy Hump Day. How we doing?
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day, baby. Happy anniversary to you, Suk, as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, Suk, happy anniversary.
Celebrated the kiddos, the kiddos that you don't have yesterday, that you guys just get to have a life of no kiddos. So
honestly, if we had this is gonna sound really bad, but when we got together in high school, if we had a kid, our kid would be 17 now.
Wow. That's wild.
Okay, wait. Where does this conversation? Hey, if we were a teen pregnancy, you know,
I'm trying to put it in a fun context for you.
Oh my god.
Sure.
You just say we've been together for 17 years. Like, my god.
Yeah, I gotta say it my way, V. Come on now.
This is not true, Ron. They're checked in. They're just you're just winning.
They're just bad.
They're just bad. Not as bad as some other leagues. I'm in there. I'm rocking and rolling. You're kicking ass too. We'll talk about this when we get there.
Your lineups yet?
I have not. I forgot 1 week for one league, but I got 6 leagues, and I've actually done a pretty good job at least keeping in touch with it. So I know. Well, I joined y'all's league, which was my 6th one. So yeah, Alex, let's go.
Hey, you come to a ground reception right before football season starts, you're going to get added to the fantasy football league. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Hey, man, I honestly, that was the moment where I felt like I actually was a friend. Like, that was it when I got invited into that. Because, everything else was, they were being cordial because it was a wedding and I met all these guys for the first time, all your homies and stuff. But as soon as I got, properly invited to that, I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. Let's go. Thanks for stopping by and kicking it with us on YouTube, on X, or on Twitch. Or if you guys are watching this, appreciate you guys sticking around. Come and hang out with us on Twitch, though. Twitch.tv/betting news is the best viewer experience. We do giveaways, all types of fun. And you guys can interact with the chat like our dog, Church Dev. What's up, Church Dev? Top of the morning to you. How are you down under, my man? Where are you at in Australia? I can never remember where you're at. I want to say it's Melbourne, but I can't remember.
I'm having my midday coffee while he has his morning espresso.
Or Perth. I mean? I can't remember. I think he told us one time and I forgot. But anyway, wherever you guys are tuning in, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Superfly TV knows what's going on. Let's do this. Appreciate you, Hump Day. Sydney. Oh, the other one. Let's go. I want to go to Australia so bad. It's on the list. Oh,
I'm afraid of spiders. I can't make that trip.
There's not spiders everywhere. Can one of you guys send Chef the link? We will have Chef join us for a little while today. We don't know how long he'll be with us, but we will be rocking and rolling with Chef T for a while. Is he frozen again? Oh no.
He's so frozen.
Oh man, he got new hardware and everything. He was excited, and here we go. Started off. I need to fly to California and just fix his tech. I don't know what's going on.
The issue is literally all the new tech is here. The wire is up. When I do the speed test, it's running sick. But for some reason, the Wi-Fi just goes completely out. Like it just leaves for a second and then it comes right back. I have no clue why.
You need to like talk to your Wi-Fi provider. Maybe they are like need to fix your shit.
Honestly, I do.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you need a new ISP. That's what's up. Let's go. We're going to have a fun show with you guys today. We got 2.5 hours of content coming to you guys live. We're going to be with you for the next hour and a half on the network, but don't go anywhere when we're done because the Expected Bets 4 lads are going to take over after us and give you guys the moves on the ice tonight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy because we've got some fun to get after with today. Before we jump into this really tasty slate tonight, boys, 11 games on the NBA slate tonight. We will be talking about each individual one, giving you guys our plays. I've got a huge card, as per usual. Sook is now laughing at me at how many plays I send these guys on a daily basis. I'm just going for quality. I'm going for quality and quantity this year, man. I'm going to see what's see how I'm feeling.
One day on a Sunday, when we have a full NBA slate, full NFL slate, and then a 4-5 hockey game slate sprinkled in there. It's just gonna be 40 slips. There
has been some 15-unit days for me so far, but I mean, those days for me, as long as I break even, I feel like I accomplished it. You know, like when you put out that many units, as long as like a little bit of them return, that's fine for me. Yeah. Obviously the whole goal is to sweep the board always, but yeah, it happens. When we spend so much time labbing, like I can't, like I feel like I leave so much value at the table, and I probably need to dial it back a little bit. But to start the season, I feel like there's a lot of nuggets out there, and we talk about so much of them that it's like I gotta go for it.
I'm 100% the opposite. I can talk myself off a play so fucking quickly.
Oh, so
then you tell the kids in here to take it and they smack, and then you don't bet it. So that's how it goes.
Take a second to laugh that I played Jake LaRavia at 5 assists at the start of the season for plus 850, and now the line is always 4.5. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, that just be happening consistently all the time.
Chat, just know if you ever see Sook cash out of a bet, immediately go bet that whatever he cashed out of. It's just a rule I have. If I ever hear him or see him say I cashed out, 100%, 2 units.
Well, and this was a good learning experience for me. We're going to have a little kumbaya session before we jump in. I lowered what I did was I used to have bigger units. And I liked, because then you really have to think about which plays you're playing because you have bigger units. So instead, for me, which was more enjoyable, which is how you should gamble, is you should gamble the way that makes you feel happy and that makes you feel like you're not going to lose your shirt when you bet. I just lowered my unit size so then I could spray the board a little more. So it was fun. Yeah. So I'm basically putting out the same amount of money, but I can diversify it across other things because that's how I like to bet. Everybody does it differently. Everybody does things normally. You do what you want, but that's kind of what made it work for me. So let's go. What up, Chef Rozzy? All right, boys, a huge NBA slate, but NFL trade deadline was yesterday. So let's talk a little bit about that. I've got a future bet that I want to talk about in association to what we saw in the trade deadline yesterday. But Jets fans, look away because it was a scary day for you yesterday. Who went packing? Here's a list of all the names that went packing yesterday in the NFL deadline. Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys, Sauce Gardner to the Colts. Both Jet superstar defenders gone. Jacoby Myers to the Jags, Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks, Jalen Phillips to the Eagles, and you guys can see the rest of the names on the list. Some big names and some smaller names on there went on the move and jumped around the NFL yesterday. Before I kind of talk about the one that kind of stood out to me the most of this list, guys, which one kind of moves the needle for you?
I think V should go because looking at the banners, we're both going to talk about the same team.
Are you guys both going to talk about the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I'll stay off the Seahawks then. Because I was going to say I thought that was a big move, but let's talk about Sauce Gardner. Because one of the biggest flaws with this Colts team has been the secondary and the amount of yards that they're giving up to top wide receivers on the outside. Not just that, but Sauce Gardner hasn't, if you look at his numbers from this year, they haven't been bad, but they haven't been on par with what he's been capable of. A lot of that has to do with how bad the Jets defense has been by itself. The pass rush was not getting home. They were not doing a good job everywhere outside of him, but he was still top 5 in short window percentage allowed, meaning every time there's a very small window for these receivers to catch the ball. That's what the Colts needed. They bolstered up that defense, and I'm very excited because they're going all in on Danny Dimes, boys, and I don't think anybody, even the management there, thought they'd be in this at this point here, at this point of the season. So I think that was a great move by them.
Yeah, the Colts obviously, as you mentioned, they're viewing this as their Super Bowl window going into the season. Who would have thunk that would have even been a conversation worth having? But they obviously made the correct decisions to do that. So we're going to talk about the same team. I'm sure you're going to be excited about it. But Rashid Shaheed moving to the Seattle Seahawks and that offense is just a powerhouse move, in my opinion. Now, Rashid Shaheed's not a powerhouse wide receiver, but how he fits into this offensive system, another additional wide receiver that can take the top off the defense, Now you cannot necessarily totally focus your defensive attention on JSN and Cooper Kupp. Now and Horton, who's been really good over the last couple of weeks as well. Now you have a guy who can totally blow the top off the defense, who can beat those cover fours, shout out Mina Kimes, those defensive units. So you can't just shade everything to JSN, which, as we talked about, JSN is, in my opinion, the best wide receiver in football right now because he's basically unguardable. This is going to be an incredible move for this team, and I think that they have a really bona fide, awesome chance to win the NFC. So I'm going to bet on them to win the NFC. That's the wrong banner. That's yours, That's your banner, Sook. This is mine. I bet them to win the NFC plus 600. I know that the Eagles are still there. I know that there are some other teams in the division. The Rams, the 49ers, obviously, even though they're banged up, could make a noise here. But I think that this team, top to bottom, is the best team available in the NFC right now, given the market price. Now, this is only going to totally hinge upon if Sam Darnold cannot turn into a pumpkin in the playoffs. But if he can kind of learn from what happened last year with the Vikings, if this defense stays healthy and keeps playing at the elite level that they're playing on the defensive side of the football, I think that this is an absolute steal for the value. So give me the plus 600, a little sweat to get through us until January, and let's see how this team continues to progress. I'm all in on the Seahawks. I know you've been all in on the Seahawks since the beginning of the season, so is Shaggy. So you guys are kind of preemptively viewing this, but I'm in on this team. I think that they have a really good chance to make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you said it all, but like as a Buccaneers fan of the NFC South, I've seen plenty of this guy. I think he's going to be very good. I think low key he's better than people think he is. I actually took the Seahawks to win the NFC West plus 550 at the start of the season when me and SBJ made our preview videos for the season. It's down to plus 160 now. I really do think that this team has the opportunity to be like the Legion of Boom 2.0. That defense is nasty, and now that offense is their equal. So this is a legit team, and I'm excited to see them the rest of the season.
This is an interesting way to look at it too. If you want to go sprinkle that direction, if you want to sprinkle something along the lines of this, JSN Offensive Player of the Year could be an interesting sprinkle too if he keeps playing the way that he's playing. Yeah, fun team, and they just got better yesterday with the Shaheed news. Any thoughts on the Cowboys getting Quinn Williams? Does that move the needle for you guys? They needed some defensive help, but I don't know if the defensive line is
my needle really moves not at all at that.
Yeah, negatively, you got more help on the inside and the interior of that defensive line, but like Kenny Clark's been fantastic, and I don't know, it just doesn't do anything. And your team is now, I think, 3-6-1. Is that what the record is, or something like that? But it's just not looking good for the Cowboys this season. And why are you giving up draft capital?
Who was the one with V?
Huh? Yeah.
Who was the one with?
All right.
Couldn't let that go, could you?
Okay.
Could you?
Okay.
Chat, let us know what you guys think on who you think was the best addition in the NFL trade deadline. Maybe a team on your team made a move that you feel good about, or maybe a team on here stands out to you. Draymond Jones, Titans defensive end, moved to the Ravens. He's been really good for the Titans this year. Maybe he'll be able to help that Ravens defense out on the defensive line as they make a push in the back half of the season with Lamar Jackson healthy too. So we'll find out what it's going to look like. But Sook and I all in on the Birds, the Northeastern Birds. And I'm a huge Rams fan as well. So I think it's going to be fun to kind of watch both. And I have their over 9.5 wins in my back pocket too. So I'm just hoping that both of these teams are fun to watch the back half of the season, since I don't get to watch the Titans be any good. So
also, speaking of win totals, before we move on, Panthers, they're going to hit that 6 wins, man. Look at them go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, Quentin Williams is not it. We shall find out. All right, that's enough NFL chatter. We'll talk more about a lot of stuff on Any Given Wager tomorrow, and obviously preview Thursday Night Football with you guys tomorrow. But let's swing and let's talk NBA, because we got a few pieces of news to discuss before we jump into this slate tonight. And the first thing worth mentioning, do you guys think, and chat, help us out here, we can have a discussion about this before we jump into the slate. Do you guys think that Ja Morant is going to get traded? It has become a very popular talking point over the last few days. That press conference where he got a mic thrown in his face in the locker room a couple nights ago did not look any good. His body language is all over the place, kind of saying all the wrong things right now. But you can definitely tell that Ja is completely checked out of this franchise right now, and the coaching staff feels like that they don't really need a superstar of his abilities, and they don't really believe in what he brings to the table, from what I can tell. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Ja is going to be on the move before the middle of the season? Do you think that, if you do think that, where do you think that Ja Morant is going to go?
Yeah, I'll start us off because I'm with Gerald. I don't know where he fits or what team is willing to give up enough to kind of get him away from the Grizzlies. So I just don't know where he fits in or what team I'm looking at to add him to. Do you guys have something in mind? Because he hasn't looked good. His perimeter shooting has always been a problem for me. His size defensively has always been a problem for me, and he does bring a lot of energy. And I know he does a lot for this offense at times, but there's also times where he goes completely cold because if he can't get to the rim or his I don't know. I love Ja as a player, but I've never thought he could be the centerpiece behind a championship team. So I don't know where he fits in. So I'm sure you have something on your mind.
He's making 40 mil and he's shooting 5 threes a game at 13%. Yeah. And he's lost a step with his athleticism over the year with the injuries, and then also being afraid and everyone kind of telling him, hey, don't try to dunk on everyone, because we saw all the falls and we saw how that hampered D Wade's hip in his career. So Ja has regressed but never progressed, and it just doesn't seem like he's ever going to do it. Seems like he could be your 1B or your 1C, but the Grizzlies got to move on here. They don't look good this year, and they've paid Ja and JJJ, and they need to move on from one of them. His value is probably at an all-time low, but you have to do it now because now he's in the media talking crap, and it's just a bad look overall for one of the worst franchises overall in the NBA already.
Hey, do you send him to the Pelicans for Jordan Poole? I mean,
no, dude, that's nasty.
I mean, right? Zion and Ja playing together, same draft class, 1 and 2.
I will say, I still think that Ja has the goods. Do I think that he is I agree with your point, V, that I do not think that he can be a like franchise cornerstone, top of the line, Luka, Jokic, that type of ilk player. But what I will say is that he's still young enough and he still has enough in the tank to where you can bring this guy in to be a starting point guard on a championship caliber team and win a championship with him. I do believe that to be true because he does have devastating athleticism. He does have the ability to take over games. And I mean, B-Dot said it. Sacramento's been in the running. This makes zero sense to me. I don't understand why the Kings would do that. But the Kings,
makes sense because it makes no sense.
It's because the Kings make no sense. Yeah. So that would be the reason why Sacramento's interested. This is an interesting talking point, and they play tonight. So I made the joke that he'll just hop on the Houston bus and just go home with them because they need a point guard. The Amen Thompson point guard experience, we'll see how that continues to play out. FVV obviously is out for the whole season. They did pay him money to be there. So that makes sense, in my opinion, but how he fits in with the math. Ime has also been a player, a coach that's willing to take on, how do I say this? Willing to take on guys who come with baggage and being able to coach them up to their potential, which we have seen in various stops. So it would make sense. I don't know how he fits with this KD. I don't even know if they have the capabilities to make the move. I mean, the NBA, you can if you talk to Steve Ballmer, you can do whatever you want, apparently, but people can figure it out in any way they want to. So I think the Houston move makes a lot of sense, but I do agree with you guys. I don't think that Ja is going to finish this season as a Memphis Grizzly. There's no way. It feels like that the ties have been severed, and he's already, it's like he served the divorce papers, but he's already got a boo thing that he's looking at over there. So it's like that's what I feel like the situation is going to be like.
If I'm being honest, I hate the Houston move. I hate that move so much because if we're being realistic, show me Amen Thompson and then show me Ja Morant. What can Ja do that Amen can't do?
I think also too that the money doesn't match up, and I doubt the Grizzlies are going to want to trade within the division.
Yeah,
then you're going to have to see this guy all the time.
Yeah, like.
True.
I don't want to see that. Amen is the 6'7" version of this guy that is doing it at a younger age that hasn't developed offensively at the same, I wouldn't in the same ilk, but he also doesn't require the same usage or the same shots in an offense. Same with a guy like Fred VanVleet when he comes back next year. You know what I mean? He's not going to require the amount of shots that Ja Morant does. And I think that's sometimes underrated when trying to fit teams or fit guys together.
I have a trade for you boys.
What about this?
The Suns.
I was just thinking that, if there's one owner that would just take a shot
to the desert. I mean, him and Booker could be fun. I don't hate that. Fun. That would be fun. And the Suns are probably not going to compete to win the championship this year. I know, Sook, you have a weird love of this team, but I don't think that they're going to do anything this year specifically.
No, just bother.
But yeah, Booker's just going to drop 35 all the time, and they're going to.
You guys see Did you guys see my boy get attacked from the bench with his sunnies on?
Literally, bro, for
Who?
no reason at all.
D. Brooks?
man.
He got
Oh
attacked.
my god.
He
He's
wasn't even
sitting on the
playing.
bench, shades on, like
Wearing all white with the
on,
rose.
all white, brown, like Oakley looking
Sunter buns.
sunglasses on, and
Yo.
he gets attacked. Like what?
That would be fun.
They'd have to give up Grant then.
What's up, Jay?
I have a trade that works for you guys, and I think you guys might
Okay.
be interested in this. Mostly when superstars get moved, they get moved across to the other conference because teams don't want to see these guys anymore. It's been a headache. A team that we've seen make a number of big moves the last few years is the Milwaukee Bucks. Tell me, why wouldn't the Bucks move Kuzma, Portis, and Kevin Porter Jr., which adds up to $40 million, exactly what you need for Ja? You trade him. Ja's value is so low, you just throw in maybe a first, bunch of seconds, and then you go get your backup center to replace Portis on the free agency wire. Maybe Brook Lopez gets bought out because he's not looking good on the Clippers. Clippers don't look good themselves.
No,
I
Slick,
will
you did
say
it. You did it. You
that
figured
that
you just solved for X. You solved the problem. Grizzlies tank in a stacked draft class, go down and look for a lottery pick. And then Ja Morant and Giannis, their speed together would work so well. That is why I think it would be a lot of fun. The defense already sucks. How much worse could it get?
it's one of those situations too where Ryan Rollins has shown progression, but he's still a younger player, so he could still be kind of your sixth man, or he could slide to the SG position.
You know what I mean? Gary Trent's big enough to play the three.
Sure. Well, the NBA doesn't really matter anymore.
Do you guys know why Ryan Rollins' career got derailed?
Oh, I can't remember.
You sent us, didn't he do something weird or something crazy?
He stole from Target like 7 times, and Target waited until he was like a repeat offender, and then he got probation, and then he got waived. That's why he just like went to Milwaukee for nothing.
Wow. Imagine, whatever. I mean, we have so many millionaire players making just boneheaded decisions right now. It's like that's like low on the list, but any other time that would just be something that gets talked about so much. So he can't go play in Minnesota because he can't play at the Target Center. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh my god.
That was the ultimate dad joke. Let's move on. Oh my!
Hey man, that was pretty good.
Punctuation. That was good.
That was pretty good. I was not aware of his game.
I didn't know his
lore.
Oh man. I think we can all. Can we all agree though that Ja Morant's not going to be a Grizzly by the end of the season?
Yeah.
No. They're gonna move.
Do you not agree, or you? Agree?
No, sorry. Yeah. No, he's not. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I like Silk's trade a lot. I want it to happen now.
Like, if it happens, you heard it here first. Breaking news.
Watching the Bucks yesterday was frustrating,
often.
dude. Like, I get it, Doc. You can't play Giannis 40 minutes a night in freaking November. I get that. But you have to change the rotation a little bit. You let him play 7 minutes in that third quarter, and then it's like it's set. After 7 minutes, Giannis is going to come out, despite the fact that they're down 20. Hey, maybe give him 3 to 4 extra minutes, see if they can make a little bit of a run. Because what happens when he comes off? 30-point game. Like, you know what I mean?
I know we have to move on, but I think Sam Amick tweeted that the T-Wolves are the ones that might be the most aggressive for Ja.
I saw that too. I don't love that one either because him and Ant doesn't make a whole bunch of sense in my opinion. But, you know, who knows? I don't know.
That'd be a lot of swagger in one backcourt.
It would be interesting to see how he plays next to a guy who shoots 20 to 25 shots a game.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I honestly don't feel like Ja, and we can kind of maybe cap it on this. I don't think we live in the current NBA nowadays where like I don't think Ja has to shoot 20 shots a game to still be a very dominant, effective player. Like I think he's a better player as a point guard that flirts with averaging a triple-double, which he can do. If he's a good rebounding guard, he can get 10 assists very easily. He can score you 15 to 20 points. And I just feel like that's where he's better suited. Like him having to be a 25 to 30-point scorer whilst also still running the point on a team, I don't think that really fits his system. He can have 30 pieces and he can be a dominant scorer. But I think for him to be truly effective, he needs to be next to a Giannis type scorer or a Luka or those types of guys and let him go get the triple doubles type of thing. I just think that is more suited for his game to be like a proper ceilinged, talent.
It's hard to be that size without a 3-point shot. It's really that simple. You know what I mean? Look at everybody else that's that small. Freddie, 3-point shot. Isaiah Thomas, 3-point shot.
Yep.
It's just how it works. Kyrie Irving, 3-point shot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to stretch the defense, because if not, they're going to play inside, and you'll never bully them at the net or at the rim.
Yep. All right. Well, we could talk about this for the rest of the show, but we have our special guest with us on a Wednesday, on a hump day, and we're going to start with the game of the night. Los Angeles taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Chad, if you've been with us for a long time, we're jumping order. We're not going game by game to start us off. We are going to go game by game, but we're going to start with the banger of the night on the West Coast. Los Angeles Lakers,
2.5-point
spread. It is now down to 1.5. And let's bring up our special guest to talk about it. What's up, Chef T?
Chef
Yo.
T.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Goat. How we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Welcome to the program. We're going to start with this Lakers game. I know you don't have a lot of time, so we'll kick it off with you. No Austin Reeves in the lineup tonight. Austin Reeves is dealing with a groin problem, so he got ruled out a little while ago. Luka is back, though, so he will be live in this one. Wemby and company coming to town to take on the Lakers in crypto / I'll just call it crypto.com, whatever. Original V wrote about this game. Always crypto forever and ever. V wrote about this game, but Chef, since you're only with us for a little bit, thoughts? Big game, should be a good one. 2 MVP candidates going head to head. What do you think about this one?
I see a lot of people on Wemby triple-double. I don't hate it. I know you guys are on the threes. Hopefully we see a good game. And I'm a big fan of Castle. I think I put his assists in my flyer. And I like him to facilitate, really, get Wemby to show off a little bit, right? So I really like Castle assists. I like Castle as a player, period. I know you do too, SPJ. I don't mind the PRA if they double up on Wemby. And like I said, I know a lot of people are on Wemby triple-double for them to double up on. He just dish out. But I think we see a good game. I'm excited. So
I think everyone's kind of getting real excited about the way we saw the Suns guard Wemby the other night. Yes, he had an off night, and the Spurs caught their first L of the year, but we talk about this all the time. People are going to regress back to the mean. Wemby was going to have a bad shooting night. Did they do a pretty good job of defending him? Yes. But does that mean every single night everybody's going to decide to double him on every possession? I wouldn't think so. Right. I think I love this play right now with Castle, because I do think that this is a team with DeAndre Ayton that's not going to go under screens, whether it's Wemby, whether it's anybody else. They're going to run him through a lot of actions tonight, just because the way Ayton gets over and under screens, he does not do a good job. It leaves holes in the defense, and I think Castle's going to be doing a lot of that. We're also missing Dylan Harper out of the lineup, who's been taking a lot of those minutes and a lot of the usage from the point guard position. So now with him out of the lineup, Stephon Castle really just slides back into the 1A role at the point position.
And Fox is still out.
Exactly. I think him and Wemby are going to run a lot of actions tonight. It's why I took the threes. Just to lead right into that, the over 1.5 threes. He's shooting 28% from three this year. His volume is significantly lower. He's averaging 3.5 attempts per game. Last year, this guy averaged 8.8 attempts per game. Now, I don't think he's going to be averaging those 9 attempts a game like he did last year. He's got a lot more guys on this team that can score. And I do think that the offense is kind of gearing with him in the middle. But I do think this is a matchup where he shoots a lot because of Ayton and because of the way he plays defense. He's going to play soft. He's not going to get to the three-point line. And if you go back to Wemby's games against the Lakers, he's hit this line in 5 of 6 games. If you go back to the games against Ayton, he's hit this in 3 of 3. And the volume is what is the biggest factor for me. So over 1.5 threes, minus 120. I love this play. I think it's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, just to go back to the Castle play, I love his PRA. Like you mentioned, Chef, I think that'd be the way if I was going to take Castle individually. That was kind of how I was looking at it, because as you mentioned, I love him as a player, and I think that this is a great matchup for him to get out there and cook. Smart, though, is a very good defender of guards, and he is in the starting lineup now, so maybe he'll kind of give Castle a little bit of a problem defensively. We'll find out. But, boys, this line doesn't – go ahead.
I was just going to say, SPJ, that's a great point about Smart, because I actually had that circled, because if Smart is a great box out rebounder, so I was thinking you could pivot to Castle. PA 25.5. It's actually hit in 10 of the last 12 games he's played. No Fox, no Harper, who has been quietly very good for this Spurs team early on in the season. Castle's going to be in a lot of action, like you guys said, so maybe go the PA if you just want to get rid of the rebounds.
I love the PA. Love it.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so I bet this before the Reeves news came out, and so I'm going to give you the number that I got. 49.5 PRA for Luka Doncic over, and I did sprinkle on his triple-double as well at plus 381. Both of these values are non-existent anymore. His PRA is now up to 55.5, which is gross to look at. But I honestly think, boys, and I had this feeling with Luka a couple years ago back when he was with the Mavs. I think Luka's going to go out and he's going to drop a 50-burger tonight. Yeah. I don't know why. Got it in my bones. I just think that he's going to go out there and just absolutely dominate. Now, the Spurs have been the number one statistical defense in the entire NBA in multiple categories this season. So they have been awesome defensively, which is why this total is a little bit lower than some of the 235, 236 point totals we've been seeing to start the season. But this is an opportunity, one of the bigger early season games between two MVP candidates, and this is a chance for Luka to really come out there. This is why I also think he sat the other night, was because they had this game kind of circled. And I think that Luka is going to go out there and do everything in his power, A, to win this game, and B, drop his absolute nuts all over the Spurs. So I think he's going to take 25 shots. I think he's going to flirt with 40, 50. I will be sprinkling on the 50. I might even sprinkle on the 60 just because I just think Luka's going to have a big night tonight. So I did get a great number on the PRA. I don't love the 55.5 anymore, but I just told you he can drop 50 points. So that means he's definitely getting 55.5 PRA. But I think that Luka's going to have a big night tonight. So going to be a great game, though. This game's going to be awesome. I will be watching this game start to finish for sure later tonight. Anything else we want to mention in this one? Any Laravia love in this one now, Sook? I know he's in the starting lineup now, so it's a little bit harder to bet his lines because, as per usual, the books have adjusted and brought it back up to where it should be. I have
maybe
one more play
overinflated now.
Sure. I have one more play to mention as well. V kind of touched on him, and I know he's probably going to laugh at me for wanting to bet on DeAndre Ayton in this game. But got a good number on this too, because again, I bet this before Reeves was ruled out. DeAndre Ayton over 21.5 points and rebounds, minus 110 is the value I got on this. It's up to 23.5 now. I think I'd still take it there. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. He's coming off a 29-point, 10 rebound performance against his former team in the Portland Trailblazers. Again, the Spurs are the best defensive team in the entire NBA, but it's early in the season. A lot of those numbers, I think, are going to readjust as well. And I think that Ayton, if the Lakers are going to win this basketball game, which they are technically favored, then DeAndre Ayton's going to have a 20-10 or a 15-10 type performance, which gets him well over this PR number. So I like Ayton to have a good game. Love Luka. Kind of with the Lakers too. I know, V, I don't know how you feel about a side necessarily in this game with your Laker hatred / you covering this game. What do you have a thought on a side?
I do. And it's even before the news about Austin Reeves came out, I was kind of leaning here with the Spurs. Just reason being, Wemby's played this team 6 times in his career. He's lost 4 times. The one thing Wemby has come into the season, regardless of anything else, not about scoring, not about an MVP, he doesn't give a shit about a DPOY. He wants to win games. Sook highlighted this earlier last week. The 5-0 was something that was very important to him because it's something the Spurs didn't do. He's been coming in and looking at teams that he played against last year that kind of whooped the Spurs, and he's been playing really well against them. That's why I think this Lakers team, a team he's lost to 4 times already in his career, this is a game he really wants to win. This is a game in which he's playing up against Luka, a guy that he also sees in European competition all the time. I know Wemby wasn't at Eurobasket this year because he was rehabbing his injury from last year, but this is a situation where the best comes against the best. This is a team you are going to see 3 to 4 times this year. I kind of lean with the Spurs. It's down to +1 here. You got to buy the bad news with the NBA. Austin Reeves out of the lineup tonight. But it's this defense. And I know maybe it's just a 6-game sample size, but they are limiting points in the paint. They are limiting points in transition. They are limiting fast break points and points off turnovers. So when you are doing all of those things correctly, it tells me that defensively you are doing something right. So it's just why I really like this Spurs team tonight. Sorry.
Where your brain kind of did like a
sputtered at the end.
Should be a good one though. I'm excited to watch this game. Chef, you got a little more time, or do you need to leave us?
I'll probably have to go in about 2 minutes. I got to start.
What game we want to talk about, Chef, before you get out of here?
Oh, whatever you guys want to talk about.
We were gonna go to the Knicks T-Wolves game next. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that one, or did you have another thought somewhere else?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I have just another point on the Lakers game.
Yes.
So the Spurs, we've been talking about their defense, but they also get out heavily in transition. They're fourth in transition points. Devin Vassell is pretty elite in this respect. He is one of the best in the entire league at getting out into the break. Like Giannis levels. Think about that. Literally nearly. And then also another shout out. The Spurs are actually second in second chance points, and the Lakers are 27th in defending it. Spurs put up 12.5 second chance points per game, and 3.8 of those points per game are from Keldon Johnson. So this is good, probably a fortuitous matchup for him as well, getting on the boards against Rui, getting on the boards against JB and LaRavia.
Vassell is a guy that I really feel like has never gotten a real proper opportunity to be a bona fide scorer on a starting team. He's obviously in the starting lineup for this Spurs team now, but they got Box, they got Harper, they got Castle, they got all these other guys. But he's a bucket getter, man. He's a hooper. So I dig it. All right, let's talk about the game in the Garden. Let's flip down to this one. Earlier in the night, the Knicks taking on the Timberwolves, both sitting at 4-3 to start the season. 3-point favorites right now are the Knicks, 2.5 in some places, depending on where you're shopping. Anthony Edwards is looking like he's going to return, but he's still technically questionable as we're sitting here right now. Karl Anthony Towns on the Knicks side of things is also questionable, dealing with an illness. It seems like both of them are going to play from what I'm seeing. Chat, maybe you guys are seeing something different. Or boys, I don't know if you're seeing some live news about both of these guys. I'm thinking they're both going to play. You've got the narrative all up and down this lineup because you got Cat taking on the former team. You got Randall taking on the former team. Anthony Edwards always shows up in these situations. These teams don't really like each other, blah, blah, blah. And we're in the Garden. Chef, since you're going to leave us soon, any thoughts on this game? What do you like in this one?
No, yeah, I mean, this is going to be another one of those bangers, right? Man, we're going to have a good night, man. This is going to be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even realize that until you said that about the former teams. Yeah, gosh, I mean, I think Cat actually doesn't play, unfortunately, from what I'm seeing.
Really?
Yeah. But I'll be pleasantly surprised. But if not, I'm kind of digging Mitch Robinson boards. I think Rudy is just way too soft. And he's got a pretty low line that I was looking at that I might take his boards. So, pending the Cat news, obviously, but that will be seeing what happens later. But other than that, I mean, it's going to be one of those games where who knows what's going to happen. Is Ant going to go out and is he going to drop a 40 burger, or is he going to just kind of sit back and let the other guys cook? I really like Randall tonight. I might take his PRA for this game. He's obviously been actually cooking, with Ant out, but if he's the one in there, I know a lot of people were on his triple double yesterday, and we know what happens when a lot of people are on something.
Well, it hit. I was on it about 3 games ago, and it didn't hit, and now it hit last game, which was lovely to see.
It hit yesterday.
It did, yeah. He had a triple double.
Triple double. Oh my god.
Yeah. So the other thing too is that Julius Randle used to play, obviously.
Oh my god, it did.
Time. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, I was 3 days back.
I was pissed. I like he's not had a really great game the last few times out against the Knicks, though. So maybe this is an opportunity for him to do that tonight. The RA was something I was looking at with Randall. I feel like we've talked about this also with players like playing former teams. Like after 2 or 3 times, it found us like, okay, we've moved on. I feel like Randall will never let this one go. He just seems like a petty motherfucker. I just feel like he's never, because he didn't really want to leave. So I feel like maybe this is one he's just never going to like let really go. And then obviously you're playing in the Garden. So like, if you can't get up for that game, then get out of the NBA.
I have a guy that's never going to let it go either.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, the man that he hates, Rick Brunson, survived Tibbs firing. Dante famously came out and defended his boy. The 28.5 PRA looks very comfortable in this one. I really like this play. Dante's a petty guy. He's a hard-nosed defensive guy as well. So he can get on the glass. He can get down and dirty and get assists. I just love his game. And Dante. I think he's going to have a good game returning to the Garden today. A lot of revenge narratives in this one, and this is the one I decided to pick.
Yep. Yeah, I like it too. I took the threes angle actually in this one. The over 2.5 threes, I got it at -130. It's juiced now to -150. but you can take it all the way up to 4. I think this is a good spot. He's at 5 and 6 in his last 2 games. And just going back to the Knicks game, he only had 3 in that last one, but last year he didn't play as much. He's playing a lot more this year. He's seeing a significant role on offense. And then if Anthony Edwards sits, this line is only going to get worse. I think this is a solid line. They rank 29th in threes allowed. And the Knicks last year did not guard the perimeter well. And again, this year, 29th in three-point percentage allowed. They're not doing a good job on the perimeter once again. Dante at the Garden, I mean, come on, right?
You know
Last
how
time he was
salty
in Minnesota. This is
Yeah.
the return to the Garden.
You know how salty he probably is that Rick Brunson survived that firing? He hates that guy. They beef so much, and then he survives the firing of Dante's boy, the coach that he loved.
Probably a good ladder spot for his threes. Also, shout out Iconics for the sub bang. We appreciate you so much for supporting the channel and for watching us right here on the Betting News Network. You guys can sub if you want to on our Twitch channel to help support us and keep the channel rocking and rolling. We'll always be free. We'll always be with you, but helps us out. We've helped you made some money along the way. I got a couple plays. I'm taking back to Jaden McDaniels over 19.5. You got to go, Chef?
I got it, boys. Appreciate
What's
you,
your
boys.
favorite
Love
play?
you, boys.
Let's play real quick.
Favorite play? The whole slate.
Um,
Doesn't have to be in this game. Any game.
Anyway.
Yeah. Give me Castle, PA.
Let's go.
Love that.
Castle, PA. Love it.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Look, take me home,
Appreciate
peace.
you.
Mhm.
Exactly.
All right.
See you,
All
Chef.
right. Much love, dude. Have a great
All right. Love you,
Take it
boys.
easy.
Bye.
Love you
See you,
too, man.
Shep.
Peace. And then there were 3. In and out. Yeah, you kind of touched on this, V. I'm not sure if Ant plays. I think he will, but I think that I was kind of reading that if he does play, he will be on a minutes restriction, so he's not going to be fully back tonight. And Jaden McDaniels, as we've talked about, has been absolutely fantastic. 19.5 PRA, feels comfortable, hitting 4 straight games, just scored 22 points this last game. And he's had good games against the Knicks. He had a 10-8-2 game the last time they played last season. That was obviously with Ant in the lineup. So I think that he can totally get over this line here of the 19.5 PRA. And then the other one, I took Big Purr over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Not as confident. Maybe he doesn't play, but he's been cooking. And this is obviously a chance against his former team, which he will always get up for because he is a petty dude. And he absolutely destroyed them when they played last. I think he had 20 rebounds in that game. He's also, as we know, he's one of the best facilitating 7-footers in the NBA, and he has been doing that pretty well to start the season for the Knicks. So I like that. If you want to go Big Purr, you can take his PRA if you want. He should score as well. Someone mentioned the threes, but again, wait for that news. Don't put him in a bunch of parlays because he may end up sitting because he is not fit. He's a bit under the weather. He's not feeling good. Woke up with a little zesty cold this morning.
Oh, zesty cold.
A little zesty cold. Apparently, him and Steph may be shacked up because Steph is a little zesty cold too.
Whoa. That's too zesty.
Hey, now.
It's too zesty. How dare
news.
you? Not Steph.
Breaking news. All right. So 2 games down. You guys want to do a slate lay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We shall do. We'll go back to the Lakers game when we kind of get to there time wise. Let's pick something from this though. I really like. Is DiVincenzo your saucy play, Sook?
No.
I wasn't asking you, but that's cool.
Oh, you look like you're looking me in the eyes. What can I
D-Sauce,
say?
you might be the second sauce traded this week if you ain't careful.
Honestly, I'm always on the block. Really.
We just need to get your ears checked and see if they're turned on.
I said I played the threes too. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So
Any thoughts on DiVincenzo, Sauceman? You got any plays on him today? No? Okay. My question was for Sook. Is his DiVincenzo's PRA, is that the one you want for the saucy lay?
Maybe.
maybe.
Let me quickly look at my two other plays. Let me think. Let me think.
I mean,
how do you feel about the other ones? You guys know the other 2 plays. Would you want Dante in the saucy or you want Dante in the slate?
Chet's out.
Chet's out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. Spoiler alert. But they just sent out a bunch of Dort's out, Chet's out. So Caruso's out. Few injuries.
Oh man, I wish I took the Blazers earlier today. Chewy actually asked me about this.
Damn.
They might. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll get there. Can we start over? No Brunson today? I think Brunson. I think he's asking on why we're not betting on Brunson. He hasn't really had spectacular games against the Timberwolves in his past. So
Jaden
not to
McDaniel's
say
tough.
he is tough, and he's a lengthy dude. All right now.
My beef is that he's barely shooting over 30% on the year from the three, and we've seen that Knicks team, they need him to just be hitting shots from all over to be successful.
Coming off a bad game, though, you do get the bounce back angle. I mean, they didn't really need him against the Wizards necessarily, but I didn't love Brunson today. But chat, he'll probably have a 35 piece now.
Yeah, take the PRA.
Take Jaden McDaniels, PRA, and then so can sit on Dante.
He can think about it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he can sit on Dante.
Thank
All right.
you.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Good Lord.
Boy, smooth.
All right. Let's where's Jaden? I'll have to go somewhere else. Okay, where do you want to go next? Let's talk about that Sixers cat. Oh wait, no. What was the other one you said you wanted to talk about?
Sixers, Cavs, Nuggets, Heat. Both of those are good.
Let's do this one. Sixers, Cavs. Cavs 10-point favorites here against one of the most fun, fastest-paced teams in the NBA right now. Coming off that cataclysmic collapse yesterday in Chicago as the Philadelphia 76ers. Sauceman was dancing on that grave on the timeline last night in perfect manner. What do you guys think about this game looking preliminarily? I don't have any bets specifically. Really hard for me to ignore Tyrese Maxey in this spot, just with how good he's been. He has been absolutely incredible. And we've talked about how much the Cavaliers struggle guarding guards, even with Lonzo now on that team. Apparently, Darius Garland might return tonight from what I was looking at. I don't know if that's become official or not yet. So interesting spread here, I think. Kind of makes me feel like Cavs BTA him. Maybe Donovan Mitchell has a big game, but I ain't got no thoughts on this one. What do you guys think?
Man, I like Embiid has not been good for the Sixers this year. I know maybe he's had the 1 or 2 games where he's put up points, but he has been a hindrance. It was like 4 or 5 nights ago. They had a game in which they made a huge comeback, go to overtime. And when does that all happen? As soon as Embiid hits his minutes cap. Last night, Nick Nurse tried to sit him for almost 20 minutes of game time and then brought him in for the last 5 minutes, cold as ice. And then he proceeded to just not do anything. I think he was 1 for 8 in the second half. They blew a 20-point lead late in that fourth quarter. And it's all fun and games until those 2 guards are not only missing their shots on that side, but also just giving up bucket after bucket after bucket to guys like Matas and Giddey. You know what I mean? You have to lock in somewhat defensively, and they have not done that. And Embiid has been horrendous on the defensive side. He can't get up. He can't contest at the rim, and he's just leaving the middle wide open. I don't know who I want to target in this one, but without him in the lineup, something to me is calling the 10.5. It's a huge spread, but the guard play is what the Cavs struggle with. And you have guys like VJ, you have guys like Maxey, you have guys like Grimes. Oubre had a huge game too. You have a guard rotation here that can really just, run you through. And Adam Bona, talk about how this guy has been kind of protecting the rim in Embiid's absence.
Yeah, honestly, he's another one of those guys that kind of used his Eurobasket experience to take another step. He's good. This is a weird game. I'm like SPJ. I don't have any official bets in this. I stared at VJ's assist because he is a very willing and capable passer. Everyone's kind of on his a scoring ability to start the season, but I don't know if you guys saw that video or one of you guys sent it to me where he kind of passed it back and forth with Joel 5 times. He's not really the guy that is trying to be the guy right now. He knows he's the rook, and I like his assists in this one. Like V said, the Cavs struggle with guard play. They are 21st in free throw rate allowed. That's not good, especially for a team that has playmaking. Think about this, boys. They're 4th in steals, but they still foul so much that they send everybody to the line. And we've seen Maxey just absolutely hound teams to start the season. So this is a game that I want no part of.
I looked at Edgecomb's RA because he's had a double-double last night in rebounds. His RA would be the one that I would take. Like you mentioned, the assists. The PRA is a fine angle too. Like Alec is saying, he's been a little bit pedestrian in scoring over the last few games, but his PRA could be fun with no Embiid. I'm actually looking at Oubre just because you brought that up, and his 23.5 PRA. He had 22, 13, and how many assists? 3 assists the last time he played this team. A little double-double against them as well. He's been good to start the season for this team too. Kind of a little bit more under the radar with how good Edgecomb's been, but Kelly's been cooking too. So I like Oubre. I kind of lean with the Sixers to cover, especially. But I mean, the thing about the Maxey thing is watching him play to start the season has been awesome. But he has been making everything, and I mean, not to say that he can't continue to do that throughout the rest of the season, but it's got to come back down to earth at some point. Like his shooting percentages are off the charts right now. He took 26 shots in that Bulls game and he made 14 of them. He's shooting right now 45% from the field and he's shooting 40% from three, which is crazy stuff. I don't think it's going to stop necessarily in this game. I think that he's going to take 25 shots again. They need him to. But I was a little scared of his PRA. It cashed with ease yesterday. I actually was on it yesterday, but I don't know. Something about this game kind of sketches me out. Do you guys think anything about Donovan Mitchell?
I think the PR.
The PR?
I think the PR. He's been rebounding. I think he just goes head down and tries to bust up some of these guys. Like the Cavs, maybe you go Mobley with this one, but like I'm with SPJ. This game is weird for some reason. Why is it 10? Why is it a double-digit spread?
Well, back to back. I think they're baking in the fact that you've still got a bunch of Q tags as well. You've got Derek Garland, we don't know is going to play. Allen, you don't know is going to play. Hunter, you don't know is going to play. It feels like Donovan Mitchell and or Mobley are going to just spank them. And Mobley could be the guy. I mean, D-Mitch had a 37-piece against this team last time they played. Evan Mobley, the last time they played, had 22 points and 13 boards against this team. I mean, I know Bone is decent, but do you really think Bone is going to be able to deal with Evan Mobley? Yeah.
I was waiting for a assist line on Lonzo, but I haven't gotten that yet. That's the only reason I haven't played it. So just waiting on that as always.
Sure. 7 assists as well for Mobley the last time they played too. His RA at 13.5 feels comfortable. It just is. I mean, this game could turn into like a 25-point blowout though in Cleveland. But maybe the Sixers come out with a little fire. I mean, they pissed away that game yesterday. The Bulls were awesome in the second half, but like, there's no way that the Bulls should have come back in that game. They couldn't buy a bucket the last 5 minutes of that game. Josh Giddey was fantastic as well, but yeah, maybe they come out with some oomph. Maybe they do. And like you said, V, which I think is a great point, they play so much better without Embiid on the court. Like he's also just not a player that you can like plug and play like that. He has to get into a rhythm. He has to take 20 shots a game and like he's just not effective, which is bad.
The shots he was missing were shots he makes all the time. You know what I mean? Like in the lane, off 1 foot, backing him down, fading away, all that stuff. So he's just not there anymore, unfortunately.
All right. So what do we take from this one then for the slate lay? What do you guys want to do?
Sixers.
I don't know about
Plus
that.
10. I like that. Not gonna lie. We can also take D-Mitch PR.
SPJ wants to take a prop. He can play.
I'd rather take. I could just see the Cavs as dog walking him, man.
VJ, Mitch. I think we go with one of them.
VJ sounds good to me. Even take the PRA. Or just the PA.
I was kind of leaning D-Mitch, but we can go Edgecombe.
I'm down for D-Mitch. Look like D-Mitch a lot too. The PR. Let's do that.
Even just the points.
I'm just that, or just the points.
Let's take the PR. Like you mentioned, he's been boarding. All right, D-Mitch 31 plus PR. A lot of stuff we just touched on in that one though. It's a high total too. I think that this game should be fun points wise. And as you mentioned, V, kind of where the Sixers are cooking, the Cavs struggle defensively. So we'll see if that comes to play in this one as well.
Again. 3 straight games, 18 plus points.
We could go Oubre too. I like Kelly. I don't hate that.
Does the back-to-back scare you at all?
No.
Should we pivot to Kelly? I'm with it.
Yeah.
Let's take Kelly. Let's take Kelly. No, PRA.
Okay.
What's the line again? Remind me.
It is. Wow. Why are they not? We might have to take the PR, which is fine. Where art thou, Kelly? 22.5.
22.5. Perfect.
Yeah, 22.5. Okay. Boom. Let's go to where you guys want to go next? Which one did you say, V? Oh, Miami, right?
Yep.
Heat, another interestingly big spread. Heat traveling to Denver to take on Jokic and company. 9.5-point spread here. Huge total. 242. Could you guys believe that a Miami Heat game is a 242-point total in 2025? What a time to be alive. I got a couple plays in this one I like. I feel like we're all going to have something to mention in this one. V, I'll let you kind of kick us off. Jokic going to be Jokicing?
Yeah, Jokic is going to be Jokicing. And the reason that I like, it's not often I come here and I'll try to pitch like a Jokic triple double, but the reason that I like this one so much is just the pace of play that the Miami Heat are playing with. It's something like that's why the total is sitting where it is. It's this high because this team is playing at such a high pace. They've brought in that offensive coordinator and they're doing it again. We saw it the other night. Who did they play? It was both against the Clippers and the Lakers. Luka had a triple double, and we saw Austin Reeves finish with a double double. You just have that many more shot opportunities. And the thing is, a lot of those shot opportunities are coming in transition, not only because they're playing so fast and trying to get out in transition, even off of makes, but because they're taking a lot of quick shots. It's resulting in a lot of quick possessions the other way. They are speeding up teams that they are playing against, and Jokic is exactly the kind of guy that thrives in this kind of environment. I think there's going to be a lot more rebounding opportunities off missed shots, a lot more assist opportunities, and a lot more home run balls where he can get guys like Aaron Gordon and Christian Braun kind of going deep on a touchdown type of play. I love this play. Plus 107 is the best line I could find out there. It's sitting at minus 110, I think, at the worst. If you don't want to take that, take the RA. I think that's a solid line too, but I'm all in on Jokic. I think this offense is a lot of fun, and I'm going to be betting on Miami Heat games a lot more this year. Just a shit ton more.
I love it. I'm with you. I'd sprinkled on it as well. All right. Chat knows ball. Shout out, Alex. Shout out. Take 9.5 PRA. This is such a gross line. I love Simone in this spot, man. He's hit this in 8 straight games. He's hit this with almost points in every single game. He's probably only going to play about 20 minutes, obviously coming off the bench. But as you mentioned, with their pace of play, he's out there to make shots. He can also rebound a couple facilities. 9.5 PRA. What are we doing? His 6.5 points, smacks. 10 plus points is plus 200 if you want to get spicy. He's hit that in 7 of his last 8 games. The one he missed, he had 9. This feels the F word. I love Fontecchio in this spot. I looked at Jaquez too. Jaime's been great for this team, finally getting some run, and he seems to be looking nice in this kind of free-flowing system as well. So his PRA was something that also spoke to me. But the other one I'm taking off night. I'm taking his 8.5 rebounds and assists. Nothing wrong with taking the assists if you want to. He's been a little bit inconsistent scoring, so the PA wagon is kind of falling off the train a little bit. But as V mentioned, with the pace is absolutely cooking at the moment. I love Davion Mitchell. 9.5 or 8.5 rebounds and assists. Don't hate the assists ladder as well. If you want to go up to 8 or 9, he did have 8 assists the last time he played against this team. His 6.5 at plus money feels very comfortable too. So really like both of those for the Heat side of things. I'm with you on Jokic. I think that Jokic should cook tonight. I like that triple double for plus money. It'll probably be minus 110 or minus 120, and if he has a couple more, which he probably will, probably tonight. So yeah, those are my two. So do you like anything in this game?
I like everything that you guys are saying. Maybe we'll sprinkle a little bit Bam or Andrew Wiggins or Jaime, because all 3 of these guys get in the paint and score a lot of points in the paint. And the Heat have been very, very good at doing that. They are actually 7th in 2-point field goal percentage. And that's kind of where, weirdly, the Denver Nuggets are very bad. They're 17th in 2-point field goal percentage to their opponents. So a lot of these guys have an opportunity to kind of get in the paint. Jaime has been putting dudes in blenders. I could see him putting Christian Braun in a blender today. He's got the height advantage, and they're both kind of insane athletes. This is going to be another fun game.
Very fun. It's going to be a good one. This is a good look, too, for Fontecchio. His 2 threes at plus money. I'm surprised V didn't bring this up. 2 threes for plus money for Fontecchio. It probably is the type of line that V would be all over.
I think Pal Larson's return has kind of messed that up, because we know Spo is so weird, and he loves that Swedish guy.
He's been playing really well too, man. Like, I can't lie. I'm sitting there like watching the games or tracking it on my phone, and it's just so often Pell Larson's popping up doing something, grabbing a board, grabbing an offensive rebound, assist, and yeah. But I agree. I like Fontecchio. He's been fantastic. Nuggets don't really guard the perimeter all that well, and the PRA with the pace of play. Everybody's PRA is pretty much at the table. I was looking at a guy like Jamal Murray, even with the pace that he plays with. You know what I mean? He just had a double-double, I think, the other night. He was almost on triple-double watch, actually, in the game. Jokic.
He's been great, right, V? All year.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody's talking about him either. I think this Nuggets team is playing with a little bit more swagger now. And you have the Heat in town. They're on this long road trip. They're playing super fast. They may miss a lot of shots today. So
what was Benjamin's play with Kate and Kobe?
The first quarter, Nuggets first quarter spread. It's a wagon at home. It's hit so much. So yeah, the first quarter, if you want to roll with a side or a prop that's gone crazy, the first Nuggets first quarter, I think it was I want to say it was 2.5, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Jamal Murray, I was actually looking at Murray when you just brought him up, V. He's actually had good games against the Heat, too. He had a 30-piece, 37-8 against this team last season, cruising over his PRA of 31.5, 28, 4-6 as well in the game before that last year, too, in their 2 matchups last season. So he likes playing this team, too. But, yeah, it's a good SGP game. Definitely have some fun with this one. What do you guys want to take for the slate lay? We talked about a lot that are nice. Do we want to throw Simone in here, or do we want to put Jaime in here, or do we want to maybe ride the? I don't want to put Jokic's triple-double in here. It feels a little greedy.
I'm fine with Fontecchio, even Murray RA.
Or we could go Murray.
There's a lot of dirty ones in these.
Sauce Man?
I'm down for Murray. PRA. Did you say PA or PRA, Sook?
I like the RA even. He's had good
Yeah.
He's faced Davion 4 times in his career. 7 assists twice, 6 assists once, rebounds well against him. He had 9 boards against him last time they played.
I'm down to do that, yeah.
I kind of would want to put the PRA dude just because watch him have a 35-piece and we don't have any involvement in the points.
I mean,
what's the number? Jamal Murray, PRA?
Yeah.
31.5.
31.5. All right, let's go.
Alex, let's go. That European guy, you can just save yourself on that one. All right. So we talked about kind of the big matchups. Let's go back to the beginning of the slate. The Nets taking on the Pacers. Nets yet to win a game. Maybe they can be like the Pelicans from last night and get their first dub of the year. Against the Pacers, haven't been much better. Only 1 win on the docket. Banged up all over the place. This Nets lineup is like a rotating door. You never really know who's going to start for this team on a nightly basis. Cam Thomas will be out there. So will Nick Claxton. Those are the 2 kind of, and Michael Porter Jr. Everyone else, though, is kind of chop and change at this point. Pacers at home probably should dog walk this Nets team. I don't have a thought on the side. Do you guys have anything you want to mention? I know Sook has a play that he really likes in this one, which I like too. You want to lead us off?
Yeah, just going with Claxton over 22.5 PRA. We know that Evan Turner left the Pacers, and they've kind of had trouble with Huff and Isaiah Jackson kind of filling that gap. And honestly, Claxton, the last 2 games has really responded, even assisting, catching guys, cutting. He's honestly, weirdly, the vet, 26 years old. He spent 7 years in Brooklyn. He's been here. He's their longest tenured player besides Cam Thomas. I really do think that Claxton was one of the reasons they're playing a little bit better after Jordy Fernandez called out the team and said, I don't know how to get these guys to play hard. Their de facto vet came out and has been playing fantastic. And I do think that he has an opportunity to really be trouble for Jackson, who's a little bit shorter, usually uses his athleticism as his advantage on the court. He's not going to have the athletic advantage or the height advantage against Claxton. And with his newfound passing ability, the PRA looks like the move.
I love it. It's been smacking too with ease. And he has good numbers against the Pacers previously. No, I don't hate it. The plus 6.5 feels comfortable. The other one on the Nets side, I didn't bet anything in this game. The other one on the Nets side that kind of spoke to me was Terrence Mann's RA 6.5. That's hitting 3 straight games too. He's in the starting lineup. Obviously, a guy who's been in the NBA for a long time. 9, 9, and 11 in 3 straight games in his rebounds and assist department. 5 assists, 4 boards in their last game. Not a super high number for a guy who's probably going to play 30 minutes. So, and the Pacers play at a fast pace too. So. A little bit of a higher total here, but no official bets for me. I really like your Claxton play, though. I like that one quite a bit. What do you think, Sauce Man?
I like Claxton quite a bit. So the entire narrative that you brought in about him being their vet, I'm looking at the other team's vet, Pascal Siakam. I know he hasn't been an Indiana Pacer a long time, but he has now played and had some battles with these guys. And not just that, but he's had some battles in this league. He's coming into this game over the last 4 games, seeing a 31% usage rate, which ranks top 10 in the NBA. There's really nobody left in this Pacers lineup. The lineup right now that they're going with today includes Jarris Walker and Isaiah Jackson. And Jarris Walker's a good young kid, but these are not the guys that are supposed to be seeing starter minutes. Ben Shepherd is their starting point guard. Boys, this lineup has been decimated. It's why they're 1-6. And tonight you have a chance to get your 2nd win of the year against a really bad team and do it on your home floor in front of the home crowd. Siakam has hit this line, hit his PRA line in 4 of the 7 games this year. Most of the games that he hasn't hit, his minutes have come into question, but he just played 38 minutes in back-to-back games. He's already played 40 minutes already this season because they don't have anybody else. The Nets are also 30th in points allowed, 29th in assists allowed, and have struggled against the power forward position. 23rd in points to the power forward position, and they just haven't been getting it done. So give me Siakam. It's pretty chalky. The line's pretty high, but in a game which I don't think they're going to run away with, I think that he's going to have to do a lot to help just get them the win.
Yep. That would be the only comfortable pacer I'd want to take.
What about Walker?
eh,
Walker points, Walker PA. Come on now. This is very bad, very young team on the other end, and Jarace Walker is never going to see this amount of minutes ever again. And like we've talked about multiple times, this guy loves to shoot it, whether he's open, covered, or just on an island. Jarace Walker, dude, he's got a good feel for the game, and they have to play him out of necessity at this point.
Yeah.
Facts. We got to pick something, boys, because we got 25 minutes and we got 6 games. You guys ready to rumble?
Yeah, that's fun.
All right. So,
Ooh.
what do we want to take in this game?
We can take Siakam.
Slops.
Slot.
I kind of like. Do you want to do Claxton for the saucy layer, or do you want to stick with DiVincenzo? So,
I'll do Claxton for the saucy.
Cool.
okay, let's go Siakam in here then. PRA for Pascal. God, 40 and a half. Good Lord.
You want to take the points instead?
No. I don't. It's high for a reason. He's gonna cook.
Faces have
Okay.
struggled.
Isaiah Jackson's a starting center. He's 6'8".
Coming off an Achilles tear.
All right. I don't know how much we're gonna spend on this one. Let's see how we do. Pistons taking on the Jazz. 9.5-point favorites are the Detroit Pistons. Jazz have been pretty good to start the season. Keontae George has been awesome. So is Lauri Markkanen. Caden Company looking to get a big win at home. I have no plays in this game. Want to see what you guys think.
I got one play. I'll run through it real quick, and it's Cade Cunningham. The guy's just been absolutely fantastic over the last few, and this Jazz defense is pretty much what I'm looking to target here. I'm taking the PRA. The Jazz have been good, but they're on this little bit of a road trip here, and up against Cade, they've had not the best nights. He's had 44 PRA against them and 39 in 2 games last year. This feels like a spot where this Jazz team is giving up a lot of points. They're 21st in points allowed, 29th in assists allowed. And without Walker Kessler out there in the middle, I really think that their defense takes a big step back, especially with protection at the rim. I think a guy like Durin could be open for a few lobs, and Isaiah Stewart's been shooting the ball a lot better. So I think the assist opportunities will be there too. Just give me Cade over PRA, and that's it. Suk?
Yeah, the only thing I had circled in this one was maybe Durin, because the Jazz are actually 21st in points allowed to the center spot. So I do think that they're going to be missing Kessler for the rest of the season, but I didn't get to the window with anything.
Kessler officially out for the rest of the year, shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One thing I looked at that we didn't talk about, and B, I'm surprised you're not betting him again today. Keontae George, 30.5 PRA. Maybe it's because he just gave the Celtics the business. Is he giving you a little salt in the wound there?
Honestly, it has to do with this Pistons defense. They've looked pretty good this year. The way they slow down games too. Like Cade is not a guy that's trying to run and gun. He's slowing down, setting up the offense. He's methodical. He likes to get in the mid-range and use up the shot clock. That's the only reason. Plus, it's a pretty now like lengthy road trip. I just don't know if the assist opportunities will be there so much, but I could be wrong.
I mean, he had 29 and 8 against Portland, and I would say Portland's a better defensive team than the Pistons. So. But I didn't bet it. I was surprised you didn't want to bet it because you've been all over him to start the season. So, and chat talked about him some too. But I mean, I think Sok was right on this kid. He's awesome. And even when Collier comes back, I think he's still going to be coming off the bench because George has been fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So,
also, sorry, Flip with Kessler out, 15.5 PRA plus money. Don't know why that's there. Jazz have liked to play big. They might have to match up with Durin's size and roughness. And we saw them playing 3 7-footers. I don't know why they would all of a sudden change it up and go very small.
Wait, 15.5?
That's what I'm
Why is
literally seeing. Should I place this right now before it disappears?
Yes.
wait, hang on. Whoa. He's not starting. So that would be my only concern. Why is he not starting? Why would you not start him?
I think
better than Taylor Hendrickson.
I think it's just
Taylor
probably for offense on the defense
in the second unit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I need to place this.
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you guys want to take in this game?
Flip.
What is this line?
I love that we just bring up the guy at the very end, and then he's the one.
He got us that big cash last year, remember?
Why did he play 19 minutes in the last one? Like his minutes have taken such a steep decline.
It's Nurk.
Who's giving minutes to fucking Nurk in 2025?
What did Nurk do to the Celtics the other day?
Because, dude, the Celtics knew what they were doing 100%. Like, what are we doing here? Like, you put Nemus Keita down there? Come on. We're throwing the game at that point.
Nurk is pretty good. Chef just hates him for obvious reasons.
Cade's a high number, and I feel like going back with Siakam and Cade back to back, that gives me a little bit. Pause.
We're going Filipowski. This PR line from Ubre keeps flip flopping and it's pissing me off. Okay, let's keep it going. Next game. Where do we want to go next? Oh, this one. Talked about this a little earlier. Houston taking on the Grizzlies. John Company, 232.5 point total in this one on Beale Street. Kevin Durant and company coming to town. The higher total for a Rockets team is one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. Maybe Ja comes out and cooks tonight. He's expected to start. I'll kick us off here, boys. I love Kevin Durant in this game. I took his PRA. He has absolutely destroyed the Memphis Grizzlies every single time he plays them. Obviously, this will be his first time playing them as a Houston Rocket, but I think we're finally seeing KD kind of settle into his role here. The 34.5 PRA feels very comfortable. He had 35 points against them in 2 of the last 3 games taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. So I think that he comes out tonight, gets offensively moving. He's going to have to as well. This Grizzlies team is pretty bad defensively, one of the bottom 5 teams in the NBA in most statistical categories defensively. And I think that KD is going to come out and get to cooking. So give me 34.5 PRA. Don't hit the points either, but I wanted to rope in the rebounds and the assists. It's smacked with ease in 3 straight matchups against the Grizzlies.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. A little chalky, but I think KD
like that. I went in a different direction. Same team, different direction. I'm going with Eamon Thompson. Took the over 12.5 RA. I think that this is another opportunity where a Grizzlies team that is playing at a very fast pace against a Rockets team that doesn't necessarily always try to get out. But like if you look at their numbers, who leads this team in fast break points? It's guys like Jabari Smith and guys like Tari Eason. Why is that? It's because Eamon Thompson is running the break and he's finding his guys in transition. Alperen and KD are not the guys that are going to be running full speed down court off of turnovers or off of things like that. The Grizz have not been doing a good job of taking care of the ball. They've not been doing a good job on the offensive glass. And I think that this is a spot where Eamon Thompson can kind of take advantage of that. He only hit this line once against the Grizzlies last year. He's also had some issues with his minutes so far this year, I would say, just because like of injuries and things like that. But he's averaging well over 12 rebound chances or over 11 rebound chances per game and over 10 potential assists. I think the numbers are there. So give me Eamon.
I like it. I looked at Steven Adams' revenge narrative, playing the former team. So there is that opportunity in Memphis, but Steven Adams is questionable for this game. So be on the lookout for that news. He may not play tonight, chat. So if he suits up, he'll be coming out and playing 20 minutes or so. He does have great rebounding numbers against them. I did look at that, but just a little caveat there. He might not play tonight. So if you got anything in this game that you like before we move on?
Nothing official, but shout out my boy Cedric Coward. His last 6 games, averaging 8.7 rebounds and assists. The line is 8.5. If you're interested in that, also his PA of 14.5 has hit in 6 of 7. It's a little juice. Honestly, the Rockets defense does scare me, but Cedric Coward is likely to end up the starter over Wells, over his KCP to end the year. Even if you do believe in him against this Rockets defense with a little bit of a higher total, maybe just take in the PRA because this guy can do everything.
They may be scary, but you're not a coward.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. He's lobbed it up. All right, what are we taking from this game before we move on? I'm not going to put KD in the thing if you guys want to use KD. Or we go Coward, I like that. Or we go Eamon. I also think that Sengun's going to flirt with a triple-double in this game. His RA was also speaking to me.
I like Cade. Oh, no, not Cade, sorry. KD.
Sure.
KD.
Which prop for KD are we taking then?
Points, right?
For the PRA 34.5?
I took the PRA. I think
Let's do that.
33.5. It's down a spot. That's fine. Okay. Next. I don't know how much time we're going to actually, this one's a little more interesting. So let's see. Your boys looking to bounce back against the Wizards tonight. 12.5 point favorites are the Boston Celtics. You guys got any thoughts? I got one play in this game that I like quite a bit, but I'll let you guys talk about your team first before I talk about my play.
I don't want to talk about this team or the other team.
I mean, I'll talk about the other team, but Alexander Sarr over 25.5 PRA. I think that's a good spot here. The Celtics, we just saw it. Like, what did Sook say? Did you see what Nurkic did to us the other night? That was a real sentence said in 2025. Yeah, Nurkic. So Alexander Sarr has seen a higher usage. He's been playing fantastic. He's shooting the ball better, and they're not fully running their offense through him, but they are taking a lot more of their possessions and trying to get it through the big man. I think this is a spot where they've got a soft interior defense. They rank bottom 5 in points in the paint allowed, second chance points allowed, and offensive rebounds allowed. So I think SAR is going to cook tonight. Give me the over 25.5 PRA or 26.5 PRA. Sorry. Yeah.
Bing bong. I'm on the Wizards side too, man. I like the guy who is now playing from the bench because Bilal Coulibaly is back in the starting lineup for this team. But it doesn't matter. Bub Carrington, over 7.5 rebounds and assists, -115. Hit this line in 4 of his last 5 games. Even coming off the bench against the Knicks in their last game, he had 7 assists and 4 rebounds. Back-to-back hits against the Celtics last season too. 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 10 boards, and 2 assists in back-to-back games versus the C's in Boston last year. So I think the 7.5 feels like a nice little present to get us in the Boston area. And I don't hate the Sixers. Excuse me. I don't hate the Wizards to cover 12.5.
They actually have a front court. Speaking of the guy you just mentioned, Bilal's 20.5 PRA since coming back from injury has hit in 2 of 3. I don't know why it's that low. I think he'll be on the court plenty, maybe matching up with JB a little bit. And PRAs are always fun when the guy's just going to be in a lot of action.
I looked at his RA pretty heavily. I think it was a little more juice than Carrington's was, but he has great numbers also against the Celtics too. So
and just because so excited, JB. Nobody else on this team can score consistently. They just can't. And JB's been cooking. He's hitting his lines. Hit 38 points the other night in that loss to the Jazz. I mean, this is a Wizards team. They're not good defensively. The total's high, 233. He's got to take at least 25 shots. Derek White shooting 25%. I mean, he has to.
Let's move off this game. I think we're gonna have more thoughts on that West Coast game and that Portland game.
Do you guys even want to talk about this game? I don't have any plays in this game. I don't have any thoughts on this game. There's probably going to be some fun things that happen in this game. So, but you guys got any plays? I got nothing in this one. I'll read the lines. 8.5-point favorites are the Dallas Mavericks. The Pelicans got their first win of the year last night. 8.5-point dogs here. 227.5-point total. No Zion once again. Looking like the Queen is finally getting his run on this team, and it did lead to a victory last night. Trey Murphy was really good last night in this game, has good numbers against the Mavericks. Maybe you want to go Trey Murphy some action. Cooper Flag could have a good game against the Pelicans here. But again, this game to me feels like the worst game of the night.
Yeah, yucky. Rookie matchup, Fears and Cooper. Maybe PRA for those two, but beyond that, I ain't betting it. I ain't endorsing any bets either.
Yeah.
I think there's probably some angles that we could maybe dive deeper into, but we don't have time, and I'm totally fine skipping over the rest of this game.
Yeah.
I don't even think we should put any. Yep. Crush likes the triple-double for Flag. So if you want to get after it. The PRA for Fears could be fun too. He's been really good in the starting point guard role for this team now. And again, Trey Murphy.
This line feels like Dallas blowout. I don't know why. Like why I know the Pelicans have been bad, but so the Mavs have not been good. They don't have 2 of their starters. I don't know. Max Christie threes. Chat. I'm telling you. Yeah. He's been great. They don't have anybody else offensively. He's been fantastic. Max Christie.
Or if you want a revenge narrative, Najee Marshall going back to play against the Pelicans.
Ooh, I love Najee, man.
Guys are blowout proof too.
True.
Oh, D'Lo has been dishing. Not starting still, but I think he had 10 assists off the bench last game.
I kind of like him coming off the bench. He did pretty well for that when they would kind of moved him. Why can't I find any lines for Russell? Where's he at?
We forgot.
Oh, we did not take a play in the Wiz. No.
What do you want to take? I don't want to do anything in this Mavericks game. If you guys are good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
We can stay off that.
Do we want to do SAR or do we want to do Bilal?
You don't want to put SAR in the saucy?
No, Jokic is going to be my saucy play. Just
let's put SAR
throwing that out there.
Okay. Then let's do SAR. What do you want to do? You said PRA, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 25.5 now, I'm seeing.
Okay, 26.5. That's fine. Okay, let's move on to the West Coast. We already talked about the Lakers and the Spurs earlier in the show, so if you missed that, go watch the replay a little bit later. This game should be fun. News on this one, though, 3.5 point is the line now as Lou Dort and Chet are out of this game, like V was saying a little bit earlier. Portland Trailblazers looking to continue to be frisky. The Oklahoma City Thunder have not lost a game to start the season, the last undefeated team in the entire NBA. Is tonight the night, boys, that pesky Portland possibly puts one in the L column for the Thunder? No? Well, I'll lead us off because you guys know what I'm betting. Probably going to bet it a lot, and they just still won't move the line. So
I heard they closed.
They open. Pancakes are hot. You guys know the deal. Give me Denny over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, it looks like he's even playing even freer now with Splitter being the head coach than he was previously, and without Dort too, and Caruso. You said Caruso's out as well, right? This could be a little bit tougher of a defensive matchup for the Thunder in comparison. I mean, they still got dogs over there, so it's not like they're going to be struggling. But yeah, I think Denny should come out and cook. Kind of like the Blazers too. I think they cover. Wouldn't be surprised if I looked up and they win this game outright tonight. Back to back for the Thunder. They've been kind of getting away with it. Last night they kind of blew the Clippers out of the water, but they were getting pumped in the first half. They just kind of turned the table on them. And this Portland team is a little younger and a bit better than the Clippers, I think. So. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we looked up and maybe the Blazers get the job done. Don't have the stones to press the plus money right now because the Thunder are really, really good. But yeah, I like Denny. Shocker. But pancakes open late, chat.
I got one that I just added to the card over while we were on the show after the news came out. Jeremy Grant over 15.5 points. This guy has been coming.
You are in love with Jeremy Grant.
I am. This is a guy who has not let me down once yet this year. He's hit this over 15.5 line in every single game this year. He is.
No, he did because we had him in a parlay and it didn't hit.
It was at 16.5 that day. It was at 16.5 that day. He missed by half a point, but he wasn't the only leg. He has been literal consistency. And honestly, he should have hit that game too. It's supposed to go to OT. Stupid idiot Nuggets fouled him at the end. That was unnecessary. But he played 31 minutes the other night, 32 minutes the night before. He's not going to be playing 35, 36 minutes, but he is playing a majority of the important minutes for this team. He's coming off of the bench because then he has nobody else to contest. He's running the offense and it's going through him. He's taken 11.4 shots per game. He's getting to the line for almost 7 free throw attempts per game too, which is what I really, really like because he's an efficient free throw shooter. This is also a guy who's played against OKC, who played in OKC, but has never had a good game against them. And I'm guessing why it has something to do with the guy on the other side, the Canadian that SPJ really kind of hates, Lou Dort. I'm sure he has something to do with why Jeremy Grant has struggled time in and time out against the OKC Thunder. This is a game where everybody's on the bench now. You don't really have to contest with anybody. You want to win this game, give OKC their first loss of the year. I mean, 15.5 points feels good. Don't put it in anything, but just ride with me. Just ride with me.
That last two sentences, Chad, if that didn't make you want to ride, with that desperation last one, just ride with me. Right. One thing I looked at previously when I thought Chet was playing, which is why I didn't play this, but now I like it even more. Hartenstein's RA 12.5 against the Blazers, smacked with ease. Really good matchup for him. 12 boards and 14 boards in back-to-back games against Portland last year. And this roster is pretty much the same. 6 assists and 3 assists as well. He is going to probably play 35 minutes with no Caruso, no Holmgren. See a lot of other Jalen Williams as well. He's in the starting lineup too. But I think Hartenstein can eat. I know Klingon is a good rebounder, but he ain't going to be out there for 30 minutes. So
last time the other J-Dub played Portland, he had 11 assists.
I was going to say, is this a triple-double day? Because that always happens when all the guys sit, right? Like when everyone sits, J-Dub has 3 triple-doubles a year somehow, some way.
God.
It's definitely on the docket, boys. The Portland Trailblazers are 20th to assists allowed. He's going to be up against King Kong, who is great, but he's 7'3" and not very good at turning on a dime. Jalen Williams is 6'10" and can move like a guard.
His 4 assists is plus 220.
Guys, come on, let's do it.
His 6 assists is plus 1,000. What is his
triple double? Is
9.5. He had 4 assists in 3 of the last 4.
His double is 8 plus 800. Can you even build the triple double?
We're about to find out.
Let's take the RA. You convinced me.
9.5, right?
Yeah.
Tamani's going to have his hands full. Everybody else is going to have their hands full. Jalen is going to be the one guy that might be able to go under the radar. Mitchell's been great, so they're going to be all over the perimeter.
We got to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, how do we always end up against it? We don't have enough time. We never have enough time, chat, to talk basketball. But drop a dub if you guys are enjoying it, regardless.
He's hit this line in 13 of 17 games when he's played 20-plus minutes, guys, averaging 13.5 RA.
I'm not seeing him available right now for me, which really blows.
No. Well, it's the slate league. Let's pretend like we're adding it.
and come back to it when we have 10 seconds left in the show.
When we get
All right, let's talk
late,
about. Let's talk about. I'm gonna bet it's triple double. I'm gonna find a way to do it. Last game, Kings taking on the Warriors. No Steph tonight. Sacramento is 3-point favorites, as you can see. Jimmy Butler will be playing. I like a King prop in this game. Sabonis has really good numbers against the Golden State Warriors, so I don't hate his RA. But I'm taking Dennis Schroeder again, boys. I'm taking his rebounds and assists line. This has been my sneaky little wagon. 8.5 rebounds and assists, plus 105. It's hit in. Let me just pull up the numbers real quick. It's hit in seven of his last 8 games. Yeah, Russell's been cooking. I don't hate his RA either. I kind of think the Kings win this game. The line's kind of speaking to me. Probably not going to take it, but I like Schroeder quite a bit. I think Sabonis can have a good game. Zach Levine also is questionable. He may sit as well, which would help Westbrook and Schroeder's lines. If you want to go ahead and pop in some of those now. It's the only thoughts I have on this one. What do you guys think as we get to the end of the show?
I love the Schroeder thing. We love narratives. He played 24 games for the Golden State Warriors. He definitely wants to prove that, like, hey, you missed not having me. He just seems like one of those dudes.
The revenge tour that he and Russell Westbrook can have this season, every game for one of them is going to be a narrative. Every single game for this Kings team for one of those guys is going to be a narrative. Some of them are going to be narratives for both guys, which has happened last game. Wow. Okay.
I like Kuminga. I think Kuminga's been kind of hooping. Last night, he didn't really get the play that we were expecting. Steve Kerr really leaned on Moses Moody in that matchup. I think a lot of that has to do with like 3-point shooting that he brings to the table. But
tonight, it's the team that went to trade for him, V.
The Suns?
No. Sacramento was going to trade for Kuminga, but they wouldn't up the offer.
Wasn't the Suns in the same boat? I thought the Suns
nobody would go to 2 firsts.
Do you think that maybe that they're not playing him on purpose against these guys in the building?
I don't know.
They're gonna have to because Draymond Green.
Oh, Draymond. Yes, Draymond. What? Draymond. What?
Draymond Green is questionable. Jimmy Butler is questionable. Podziemski is questionable. I could see Butler and Green sitting. They might just punt on this game. So then Kuminga, you're gonna have to score. His 22.5 points feels comfortable. Draymond Green.
That was great.
Old Draymond.
We're going to need that clip right there.
Yeah, clip that.
We got to build the saucy 4, though, boys, or we're going to run out of time here.
But we got to saucy late. What are we putting in from this one?
Let's just not take anything in this game. We already have 7 legs, and it's plus 84.04. I feel like that's fine. Yeah, it's scrolling at the bottom. If you want to tail, feel free to do so. Cup of coffee. Get you a bunch of cups of coffee. Slate lay. What was Chef's?
Chef's was Castle, PA.
Okay. So Stephon Castle started off. Yep. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Draymond Green. Draymond.
All right. I'll go Dante PRA 21.
It's nice to have it be Draymond because Draymond is a dweeb. So that works.
You guys see, we don't have any time. You guys can't even respond, but hilarious to see Katie and Draymond go back and forth the last few days.
That's been fantastic.
It was funny to watch Draymond get fact checked.
Castle 25.5 PA. What did you say for DiVincenzo? PRA, right?
21 PRA.
Sauce man?
You guys want to do Jokic triple double or RA?
Oh man.
Let's do the triple double.
Yeah.
Let me find DiVincenzo here. Jokic TD.
What was your leg, SPJ? Denny?
I don't know. Oh. You want Denny to tuck us in? I was going to take Luka, but the PRA is too high now.
I would say Luka, but just because of the he's noticed.
Oh, hey. Did you do that?
Oh my God, that was great.
A little elf.
Holy. All right.
We got to take Denny now. Wait, what was the third leg we're missing here?
Jokic?
No, Castle, Deontay,
Jokic TD.
Chad, don't forget the slate lay at the bottom. We'll post the graphic for the saucy lay. So focus on the slate lay.
I'm going to have to build this out separately because the odds on this is terrible. I'll just kind of get some sort of odds put together. It'll probably be plus 1,000-ish, but let me just we'll post it on the timeline. You got plenty of time. We got to pass it off in just a second to the expected bets for guys as well to talk about the NHL. give you guys some sort of number here, just so as I finish cooking this up. Plus 1,000-ish. But we'll post it on the timeline when we're ready to rock and roll with you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in for the All Sauce team today. Should be a fun day in the NBA. Huge slate tonight. Go out there and enjoy. But don't go anywhere, because you got another hour with the Expected Bets 4 lads. They are about to talk you guys through the entire NHL slate tonight. You guys are going to have some fun with them. Go follow Sook on the timeline. Go follow Vsauce on the timeline. Follow myself. Repeat the lay. Or repeat it. We're going to post it on the timeline. Follow us on socials at Your Betting News. Stephon Castle, 25.5 points and assists. Dante DiVincenzo, 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Nikola Jokic for a triple-double. Denny Odby over 32.5 PRA. It's open late, chat. It's open late, chat. And Dwayne Monguin is going to take us home. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Stick around with the Expected Bets 4 lads. They're going to take you through all the love on the ice. Take it easy, chat. Have a good night. Peace.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Expected Bets, for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I am Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts. As always, we got Gretzky Betskis, and we got Franco the Banker Betsky. I want to start off the show by saying congratulations. You beat the Expected Bets 4 Bowl last night. Your Utah man did take down my Buffalo Sabres, so congratulations.
None of your teams won.
Well, it was our B League team too. I mean, I won't put any emphasis on that.
Flyers didn't win either, though. I'm saying,
but
I'm the only one victorious.
Flyers won in overtime. What are we talking about?
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. We love winning in overtime. It's great.
Hey, we all got a point. Look at us.
Yeah,
that could be the first
winners
show that we all have
over here.
Especially
We're not
with
losing franchises anymore.
No,
Wow.
exactly. Hang on. I'm going to switch these cameras around for a second.
Where do we go? Oh, there we are.
There we go. I know last time
nameplate's right too.
Me and Betsky had a little face swap action going on, but we're back in order tonight. Anything we want to talk about before we get into tonight's stream? We got 5 games, and normally that should only take us, 15, 30 minutes, right? Should be a short, quick talk of the NHL tonight. Yeah, of course.
I'll take Austin's bait here. Man, the Ducks, dude. This is partially your fault, Franco, letting them get Cutter.
Aaron, we will get to that in a second. I have an egregious, disgusting bet that I put in today for the first time ever, so I'm excited to talk about that today. I did a 5-leg round robin anytime goal scorer parlay that I'll kind of go game by game with, but OV may or may not be in there for tonight's slate. Yes, though, the Ducks do deserve some love. They have been unbelievable this season. Just a fun team to watch night in and night out.
Yep.
And it's pretty interesting, right? Because we talked about the Ducks heading into this year. Are they going to make that next step? Quinville, who's had success with the younger players in the past when he was with Chicago, kind of bring this team to the next level, and they have been there. They have a great, incredible lineup. They're getting goaltending. Everything's working for this team, and now the next step is, all right, we got off to a hot start. Can we continue that momentum into the middle and the back half of the season? But,
man,
they're a fun team.
Change. Who do you think, without looking, who's on top of the Atlantic Division?
Oh, it's Montreal.
Yep.
Yeah, Montreal.
How about Metropolitan?
Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yep. How about Pacific?
Is that the
I wouldn't be bringing this up if it wasn't about who we were just talking about.
Mammoth.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
so
the
the
Pacific.
Ducks.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Ducks.
last week, the Mammoth were on
Colorado.
top of
Yeah,
the
sorry.
Yeah, Colorado.
the
Yeah,
Central, but we're tied for second.
yeah.
There you go.
Crazy.
Love it. Insane. And I mean, you look through these standings too. The Sabres are with 14 points over pretty much at 500, above 500 actually, and they're in 7th right now in their division. But that some of these playoff races are just
one win, you shoot back up to like
one
third.
win, and we're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. It's good for the league. A lot of parity. There's no like, even the Flames, for as bad as they've been, they're like a win or two from being in a playoff spot. You know. So
Yeah, none of the teams look as bad as
No,
a lot
we
of
don't.
feeders in the past 2 seasons.
We have enough time to talk about Calgary tonight. Come on, we don't want to spoil the show already.
I was trying to set you up there, Gator. Come on.
Oh, that game we have to talk about because that could be the rat line of the night. Betsky, when we had our show on Monday, if you guys aren't watching that, that's over on our Twitter and YouTube channel, Expected Bets Force. Be sure to go check us out on Mondays when we do that stream. But I think you swept at the end of the stream. You had called every single game. I was on the opposite side of the Oilers in that one versus the St. Louis Blues, and you had called the rat line in that one. Got the St. Louis Blues and swept pretty much the entire slate.
I Houdini'd it. Yep, I took all the correct money lines.
See if you can do it again tonight then.
All right, let's try it again.
Easy. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's hop into our first game of the night. We got the Utah Mammoth at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Utah, as we mentioned before, is on a back-to-back tonight, around plus 136 on the money line. Not sure if that's changed. I'll pull up the most recent stats now. Nope, still around there. Toronto minus 162. Total set at that 6.5 mark. This is a tough one because Utah's on a back-to-back. They've been so good. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Toronto 4-1 in their last 5. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they're starting to turn the corner. It's a tough position for Utah tonight, though, but that plus 136 money line, I don't necessarily hate. I think Vanacek's going to get the nod for them. You got Stolars on the opposite side. It's a tough one. But Betsky, it is your team. I'll let you start us off. What are you looking at in this one?
Yeah, this is a really tough one. I'd probably lean that over here, even though, man, I'd much rather have it at 6. So I guess if I were to put a parlay together of all 5, I'd probably try to grab that over 5.5 or 6. I don't hate the Mammoth here, though. I mean,
no, I don't either.
Minus 160 for Toronto seems crazy with what we've seen. Now, was last game the wake-up call they need to really start playing complete 60-minute hockey? Because, God, they looked terrible until that last period, and then they figured it all out. And did they win in rag that night?
What, last night?
Yeah,
No.
they did against Pittsburgh.
No, last night they won
2 nights
2-1.
ago.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Monday. Yeah,
They
yeah,
scored
won in
4
rag.
goals
I couldn't remember
in
if
a
that happened
matter
in
of like
overtime or not.
7 minutes or something ridiculous. That was so. That just shows. I mean, that just shows the talent on this team, even with the pieces missing. You know, that they could just be like. Psh. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to do that every night, but
no.
I mean,
now I will say I didn't think the Mammoth looked particularly super on point against
that game was
the
funky
Sabres
last
either.
night. That game was really funky. I thought there were chances, but it didn't feel like that game. Like if you were to just ask me point blank, the Sabres and Mammoth are playing tonight, over or under, I would have just said over. Just without thinking about it, and it finished 2-1. It just was not what I would have expected from those teams kind of going at it.
But I also don't feel like it's a game where like the Mammoth are gassed from it. I don't think it wasn't like it didn't feel like a hard fought defensive 2-1 game. It felt like it. Honestly,
it was open. It was open.
Yeah.
Not many whistles, so not many breaks. Just kind of. I mean, it was the first one it would have been the first one to end had it not gone to overtime.
Correct.
Yeah.
We do have to talk about one special player here, Michelli.
Oh gosh.
The revenge angle. Franco, he's on the third line. I don't think he's on the second power play unit anymore. Maybe he still is, but he is the first leg of that round robin parlay, Betsky.
Oh, good luck, man.
Michelli, anytime goal scorer. It doesn't make this parlay, this round robin, there's zero stats behind it. It's just a gut feel type of thing. Maybe a few revenge angles, a few milestones, but I'm going to take Michelli tonight. He is leg 1 in that round robin parlay. So pretty good value on him. Utah, though, I saw a few tweets today. We need to bring this up. Since they are on a back-to-back, in their first game this season, they had an average of 2.7 shots fewer, and they've given up, I think it was one of the only times this year they gave up 30 shots against. So does that bring into the Toronto shots on goal market for you guys? I know Utah this season has been very stingy against shots, but any looks on the player props, maybe some Toronto shots on goal players. So what do you got in terms of that?
Well, there's the Austin Matthews factor, who has been very, very good against this franchise when they were in Arizona. And I don't necessarily think that is going to go away immediately. He kept it up last season when it was Utah for the 2 games they played against them then, hitting his forward line. He's still averaging 8 shot attempts. I mean, if anything, you would almost feel like he's pissed that there isn't a team in his hometown. Now, I kind of feel like that will probably start to fade away, but it's only year 2, so maybe he still wants to bring it. And him and Keller are really good friends. So I know they used to, when he would come out in the summers to practice, him and Keller would kind of hang out.
4 games last year, he hit in all 4 of them. Interesting, though, that he only got to 4 in every single one.
Why did he play them 4 times last year?
Or sorry,
That's
5
the past
games.
2 years.
Is it?
No, that can't be last year. They're out of the conference. They only play each other twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't really make sense.
But he must have hit it in both.
He hit.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, I guess he only played them once last season, and he hit.
I'm looking at props. Maybe it's not, the dates are messed up or something. Then
if you hover over the bars, it shows you the year.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, only 4 in all those games. For whatever reason, he can't climb the ladder. I don't know why.
No.
There was one. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know if this is the spot. I mean, if you want to take it for the, hometown kid and whatnot, and more power to you. I mean, Matthews has been really consistent lately too, but Mammoth are allowing the second fewest shots against.
I think around there.
So
yeah,
I don't know. And this is a team, like, everybody's been talking about Toronto not having speed, and now they're going up against arguably a top 5 fastest team in the league.
But again, this was what we talked about in our season previews beforehand, was that Toronto isn't necessarily going to be the same team during the regular season. And people are kind of jumping to these assumptions of, they're not as good of a team. They are built for the playoffs. They're not necessarily that same regular season team that we've seen in the years past. I'm not worried about them at all. No. I think if anything, this reinforces their philosophy of, we're not going to change kind of our play style to necessarily just rack up points in the regular season. So I think Toronto's in a fine spot.
Didn't that Pittsburgh game feel like one of those top teams playing the team that just squeaked into the playoffs, and you're like, whoa, they're getting spanked, and then they just dominate in the third and win it?
There was a game like that with Carolina last year, right? When they played Jersey. I felt like where Jersey got ahead early, and then Carolina was like, no. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just smoked them. So, I that's the difference. I mean, we've been kind of saying Pittsburgh probably isn't going to sustain what they've been doing, and that was the perfect example of the difference between these two teams, at least. So,
yeah. There was one bet that I did like. I was looking at this last night, but the odds have shifted. There was Utah Mammoth team total over 2.5 was -145. I wasn't sure who was going to get the nod for Toronto tonight. Stolarz, obviously, I would have preferred to have Primo, but Now that's minus 155, so that's kind of off the board. Tavares, in terms of the shots on goal market, I think we were on him. What was that against Pittsburgh in their last one?
I was on him the game prior. I
Okay.
avoided him against Pittsburgh, and he completely dudded.
Yeah. So in his last matchup against Pittsburgh, 0 shots on goal, zero shot attempts.
Doesn't even make sense.
I went back 2 years in his game logs to kind of try to figure out if he had ever not even attempted a single shot. Only happened once. The next game, he had 6 on 8 attempts. I'm not saying it's a guarantee tonight, but in the past 2 seasons, he's only never attempted a shot once.
So
20 when
he went from minus 160 in that Pittsburgh game to minus 110 tonight. I know the matchup obviously dictates that, but
Utah's on a back-to-back.
The price is right. The price is right.
The price is there. I'm not saying I'm on it, but I did want to point that out.
Sure.
Utah just isn't like you look at the numbers, man. I mean, they're not conceding shots to any position. There's no position to target them. So, like, I'm not excited about Toronto shot props in general.
Tavares, we're talking about here. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think with the backup in that Vansek for Utah, I would not go in on shots on this Toronto. I mean, if they want to try to smother this and play keep away, play like a Carolina light style game here, especially if they get a lead early, this could be a boring snooze fest.
Yeah, I don't love this game in general. Like, out of all the games on the board tonight in terms of props, I'm not on a bunch.
You are missing the correct revenge goal angle here, Gator.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah.
So that's actually my pivot. It's not OEL goal. That's a little bit wild, but OEL
that would be a wild first prop to throw out.
Power play point. They bumped Morgan Riley down. They put Oliver Ekman-Larsson up on the top power play unit. The last time that happened was about a week ago-ish, and he hit. I was on him. Morgan Riley missed the game. Oliver Ekman-Larsson moved up to the top power play, and he scored. He had 2 points and a power play point in that game. So I am going to go right to that. I think the value is there. It's plus 450 when I grabbed it this morning. Looks like it's moved down to plus 400 now, but I'll still take it there. I think it's a good way to get a little bit of value on somebody that maybe you're not really considering. So I like his point prop at plus 129, plus 125, whatever, and that power play point prop.
I really like
Love
that.
it.
Yeah.
Revenge.
It doesn't look like he has a point against Utah.
Yeah. He doesn't feel vengeful. I'm not doing it for the revenge angle, which is rare from me. Normally that's like
I was going to say you are Mr. Revenge.
I'm doing it because
of
the situation.
Also think of those teams he was on. Like when he was on Florida, he wasn't getting top power play minutes. When he was on Vancouver, he was completely busted.
Yeah.
So I mean, he hasn't really had a chance to
and this league's power play has got to get going.
Guy. Yeah,
they've got to get going. Like they're moving pieces to fix this power play because it's not working. So again, it worked the last time he played on top power play. So I'm willing to go back to it.
I love that. Plus 450 for a power play point.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a fun one. Any other looks in Utah, Toronto for tonight?
Gunther Cooley, JJ line is often much better on the road. So if you want to lean into the Utah props, that's kind of the way to go here. Last night was pretty weird, so just kind of throw that out as far as the way the cookie crumbled.
Any love for Cooley over 2.5 shots?
Yeah, I mean, you got to like any night. Especially after
he hasn't hit in 3 straight.
He's missed in 3 straight. Yes, give me that. And look at those numbers against Toronto.
Yep, numbers of Toronto are good. And then Toronto is actually a decent target for shots on goal against centers, averaging 10.8 per game. They're 7th.
Running 7-11. Oh.
So running 7-11 means they're running 7 defensemen, 11 forwards. So that's one. extra defensemen and then one forward short. So typically that just means it's going to be rotating a lot of their forward groups to, so double shifting top guys maybe. The lines get funky is what can happen. So like that especially affects like your line stacks. So if you're stacking like Matthews and Nylander or something like that, right? Like because they're on the top line together, you could get one of those times where Matthews gets a point, but he's on a shift with Bobby McCann or something. Although they're not running 11-7, but just that's kind of what happens. So
yeah. Anything else?
No, we spent 20 minutes on this one. Let's keep on going.
Yeah. I don't even like this game. Why are we even talking about this stuff?
I know.
I was gonna say, yeah.
When we don't like a match or something, it like almost
all.
becomes a competition to see how much shit we can.
It is.
do.
Yeah, what we can unearth.
Yeah. When we
All
like
right,
it, it's
second
like
game.
here's the 10 things we all like, and let's move on. All right.
Yeah, we fly through those games because we have them written down in our notes, and we're not searching through the slop of trying to find any other props for the night.
Scooping through the pile.
Yeah. Second game on the night, we got St. Louis at Washington. Washington minus 148, St. Louis plus 124. We got Binnington and Thompson in net. That total is set at 5.5. Ovi still at 8.99 for goals. If there is ever a team that has struggled against goals against this season, ranking 31st, Washington's power play has not been fantastic, or PK. St. Louis's PK has not been fantastic. Neither has Washington's power play. Feels like the night. He is leg 2 of that anytime goal scorer parlay. So Ovi's, I think, finally gets through tonight. St. Louis just feels like that team. Washington needs kind of a get-right spot. They've lost 4 straight. St. Louis is 2-8 in their last 10. Chychrun's still at that 99 goal mark as well if we're looking at milestones. Franco, what do you got in this one?
This is a game I'm pretty much completely off. There's no good, like, to me, St. Louis is not really a good target for shots. Neither is Washington. So like,
Nope.
Right off the bat, like, who the hell are you even thinking about for shot props? I just would rather avoid it. And then, I mean, if I'm looking for value, I guess I don't mind taking Snuggerud, playing on the top line with Thomas and Buchnevich. Thomas is back, so that's big for the St. Louis team. They finally produced a little bit in that last game. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind the Ovi look. This could be the game. Obviously, St. Louis defensively has been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in net more so, I guess, than anything. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's like you look for value on the Washington side. Chychrun point at plus 105 doesn't look too bad. You figure he's going to be involved on the top power play. Even Carlson point at minus 110 doesn't look too bad. Again, not based on recent numbers, recent form type of stuff, just based on more that you figure that Washington's going to get going against this St. Louis team.
Yeah. Betsy, anything from you?
Hard not to want that Washington money line here. Looking at the St. Louis side of things, Dvorsky got his first career goal on Monday night, and we had somebody in our comments kind of pushing for that. So shout out to whoever that was. If they're still watching, you deserve a pat on the back. He is now on the top power play, however.
Yeah, I saw that today.
It's interesting. And I imagine you got to think that point is still in plus money territory. I mean, there's no
plus 145. For that.
Damn, man.
Yeah, that might be worth a look. You get one.
Any thoughts? Sorry, go ahead on that one.
No, I was just saying you
I was
get
trying to
that
pull
one.
up some save props here.
You get that one, and sometimes the gates kind of open.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it with Matthew Wood, his name. He's been tearing it up. So
same draft here.
Yeah. So these young guys, it's probably not a bad idea to at least maybe sprinkle it if you're looking for something here.
Thomas is back.
Yeah,
I just don't know if St. Louis it shoots enough.
Well, Washington,
Thomas
I think,
was
has allowed
firing
the
last game,
5th fewest goals or shots against. And in terms of goalie props tonight, Logan Thompson's at 21.5 saves. Bennington's
It's
at
low.
23.5.
Whoa.
Very low.
But again,
I
don't know.
I have so many other props that I love in these other games that I don't really want to be.
St. Louis. Like I just
yeah.
Thomas had 4 shots on 6 attempts last game, so I will say that. Like he was absolutely firing, but I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, and again, to Betsky, your point, proven winner said Caps 3-1.
Yeah, I like Caps here. If I had to
Yep.
take a side, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Any other looks?
Nah.
Let's
keep on rolling. These these late games are the ones I'm more interested in.
All right, we got the Blue Jackets at the Flames. Flames minus 118. Columbus minus 102. Betsky, this is your rat line of the night.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it is, right? Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be.
Man, you're trying to get this guy to take Flames money line?
I know.
No.
Here we are.
But I mean, yeah.
Yep.
This is the team who is I think isn't CBJ leading the league in offense or goals for per game on the road?
What, they completely shifted?
Yeah, they've been terrific on the road this season.
Dustin Wolf masterclass.
Yeah, 4-2 on the road this season.
Dustin Wolf masterclass.
Yep. Number 1, tied with Ottawa for goals for on the road.
So it's so easy. It's so easy. Just take it. Just take Columbus.
Wow.
Man. I mean, it's crazy. This smells like that Winnipeg and Calgary game that we had like a week or two ago, where Winnipeg was bettable and they like could not score.
Yeah.
And it's the Kadri 1000th game, right?
Yep.
Give me the Flames. Give me the Flames.
Yeah, that's the big one here. Oh. Yeah,
also,
I absolutely love Kadri over 3.5 tonight.
There's all these storylines here.
Yeah, you got Monahan.
About the whole Johnny Gaudreau thing too.
Yep, Monahan's coming back.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, when Columbus played in Calgary last year, it was a 1-0 win for Calgary, right?
3-0.
3-0 win for Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Columbus, didn't Columbus just smack Calgary?
So in their last 3 games, December 3rd, 2024 at Calgary, Calgary won 3-0. November 29th, 2024 at Columbus, Columbus won 5-2.
Yep. Give me Calgary.
Little did you know going into the show tonight that you'd be putting money on the Calgary Flames. Yet here we are.
Well, a couple of the betting news guys are Flames fans, so we're doing it for them, right?
To make them happy.
Yeah. So we talked about Kadri. It is his 1000th game. He had come out with a quote before saying all of his friends and family are going to be in the stands. So that at over 3.5 shots on goal, there's Vsauce. That's a must bet tonight.
Vsauce. We're huge
Flames fans
tonight. Let's
plus
go.
115 over 3.5 shots. Kadri. He's also the third leg in my anytime goal scorer round robin play. So throw him in there for a goal. You have to. It's a 1000th game.
Sure.
We need to talk about Sean Monahan, though. His 2 shots is not bettable. His points bettable on some books and not others, but it seems like the kind of revenge factor has been lost. He has been better in terms of the point market, but started off hot. 3 points, 1 point, and then kind of faded in the last 2. But I don't know kind of how much everything played a role. So
it's tough. It's tough to know like where he stands. Like, you know, he's going to be there. He played there for years. He's going to see Gaudreau jerseys in the stands. Obviously, he was held pointless that last game against in Calgary. So maybe this is the get right spot. But I mean, I hate the price for it. I think that's what it comes down to. I mean, are you really going to take minus 145 on a guy he's getting the right minutes and all that stuff. But again, he's on the road, so Calgary will use their best shutdown lines against him.
What shutdown lines?
Backlund, man, Backlund's still.
Oh yeah,
Backlund
you're right.
Coleman's still like a decent.
That's
That's a decent shutdown line.
That's right. I'm sorry.
I mean, come on. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Monahan in this scenario. Like, I feel like he probably gets back in the point column. Going pointless twice against them. It seems kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know that I love it, especially given the price. I think if anything, you just shoot for a little bit more. Maybe you go for 2 points for him or something like that, as opposed to taking his 1 point at plus or minus 145. Just take 2 and hope he has a monster game as opposed to squeaking by with 1.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Betsky, any looks in this one?
No, nothing off the books. Give me this Flames money line. Kadri three shots and a point, and man, I was really hoping Backlund showed up in those last 2 Columbus games, but he dudded.
So
no, because his 1.5 is minus 175 tonight. That may be nice with Cooley. It's been all right.
So my other favorite play here is Wolf saves.
Yeah,
I do
Yeah.
think like I could see Monahan firing a ton, but I could also see guys like Marchenko and Werenski. Like, Columbus has the guys. I don't know who it's going to be. So I in a situation like that, I would much rather just take the goalie save prop instead of trying to decipher, like, is it going to be Monahan? Is it going to be Werenski? Is it going to, Calgary has been a target more so at home than on the road. We kind of talked about this when we backed Wolf a couple times a few weeks ago. The last 2 road games, he stayed way under against Nashville and Philly. I think he got pulled in the Nashville game, I believe. So Philly isn't shooting, so there's that as well. I was hoping we would get a better number. It's 25.5. I was hoping for like a 22, 23.5, but not so much. But yeah, if you look at his charts, home, he's hitting at a much higher rate. Calgary's just giving up more shots at home. So, and Columbus takes a ton of shots too. So it's kind of like a win-win here.
I believe it was a few weeks ago, Franco, you brought up the fact that Calgary had a shutdown first period essentially, and that there was just no shots on net, and then after that they started to open up. At home this season, Calgary's allowed an average of 2.2 shots in the first period.
And they're still going.
If you're looking at backing Monahan tonight, his shots aren't terrible, but if you take him for 1+ in the second and 1+ in the third, that's plus 239, or you could both are bettable as straight at minus 102. So could be another look if you want to get some action on Monahan tonight. I don't hate that. I haven't bet it. I was considering it, but maybe add it to the card later on.
Okay, I like that. Look at Anderson's shot attempts at home.
Yeah.
Nice call, Doisky. I mean, it's a little scary because he misses a ton, but man, 7.8 attempts per game at home in 5 games. Pretty crazy.
That's not bettable at that 2 mark, is it?
No. I feel like he's a good piece.
Him plus Rob Thomas plus Cooley is.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Next game up, we got Chicago at Vancouver. Vancouver minus 166. Chicago plus 140. Total set at 5.5. Minus 135 to the over. Bunch of revenge angles in here. Franco, Mikheyev, Reichel. Where do you want to start with this one?
Man, I'm so jaded with the damn revenge angles after last night. Like, nothing hit except for the one I left, which was freaking Ross Colton, who hasn't done anything in a year and a half. But I don't know, man. Like, Mikheyev hasn't done anything. Reichel's looked all right.
Reichel doesn't have a point yet with Vancouver.
But he's looked all right. Like, I've seen like reports saying he looks all right. So like maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. The good thing is I can't sprinkle like a bunch of their props, so maybe I'll just hit Reichel goal or something like that at plus 400 and close my eyes and hope for the best.
Well, funny you brought that up. Those are legs 4 and 5 in my round robin anytime goal scorer parlay is Reichel and Mikheyev. So let's get crazy tonight. So the 5 that I bet were Michelli, Ovechkin, Kadri, Mikheyev, and Reichel. If 2 of those players hit, you make some money tonight. So why not? Why not have a little fun on this Wednesday evening? One guy that I wanted to talk about was Burakovsky. He had been red hot kind of recently. He made a comment to the media stating that the Blackhawks needed to get out to a hot start. His shots have looked pretty good as of recently. So I took his first period at that 1+ mark for -106. And I also took him at his 2+ shots on goal mark at -106. Sorry. For him to have a shot in the first period is +134. So that's what I got for this game. Also, Quinn Hughes at the 3 mark looks absolutely incredible.
Yep.
Chicago, I think, is giving up the most shots on goal to defenseman this season.
Yep.
And Hughes in his first game back had 6 shots on goal, I believe. So you're getting that at a bettable price, -115 on FanDuel. So love Hughes, love Burakovsky at that 2 mark, and Burakovsky for 1 shot in the first period. Betsy, any other looks that we missed in this one?
No, those would be the ones I would be targeting too. Garland being back on that top line, he's been unbelievable this year, and his head-to-head for Chicago is insane. So his point at -145. Probably not the most bettable as a straight, but maybe take your favorite juiced up 1.5 with it, or just stack him with Elias Pettersson.
Yeah,
Rinzel has been firing as well. Yeah,
EP40 is always auditioning to get traded there. So
the problem with Rinzel is Vancouver's not the best matchup, but
I
guess it's not like a terrible matchup either. So maybe keep going for it.
You know who is a native of North Vancouver, though? Connor Bedard.
You didn't even let us finish.
But his history against them's not that great. I saw that. No, sorry. I think I'm lagging a little bit today.
That means he's due.
Yeah, that does mean he's due.
Man, he has hit an 8 straight for
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either. I really think he may have turned the corner.
How has he not hit
3
shots
of 5
against
career games?
What?
Versus Vancouver?
I was looking at his points.
Oh. Well, the Chicago team somehow.
In Vancouver, though, in Vancouver, he stayed under in both games, 1 and 2 shots.
Well, he's a homeboy.
Vancouver's got that shutdown line, I guess.
They did when JT Miller.
That's what I
guess.
Calling everybody names.
Dry.
Making everybody feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's shooting against that.
No.
If you missed the net,
you're
not going to be able to recover emotionally.
No. Any other looks in this one?
No, I like that Hughes one a lot, actually.
I like Hughes. And Hughes Bedard, 3 shots, maybe nice.
That's a good one. I don't know how I missed
Mikheyev, anytime goal scorer. Reichel, anytime goal scorer. Come on in. Join the party today. No?
Dude.
Not feeling it? All right.
I don't know.
Wait, who's winning this game, though? Oh, wait, this is in Vancouver. Fuck.
That's why
I think this game goes under as well, which
is scary.
I would lean the under in this one.
Vancouver money line guys, right?
Yeah. Vancouver and Reg in this one.
Yeah.
That's the way to get a better price.
This does feel like an under, though. This does feel like an under, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which makes you nervous that I have Mikheyev and Reichel.
Back down to earth here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guessing like 2 of the 3 goals that happened tonight.
I am. I realized that too after I was handicapping this. I was like, I have the 2 goal scorer in the one game that I think is going to go under 5.5. I was like, that's not too smart. So
you know what, guys? This feels like a draw. Is anybody feeling draw vibes here? Plus 350.
I don't know, man.
I could see this being 1-1 in the third period. And just,
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
If anything, I'd draw vibes in St. Louis, Washington tonight for whatever weird reason. Yeah,
I do too. I think St. Louis is trying desperately to start righting the ship here.
Agreed. Yeah, so that's the other issue too. Is I like Burakovsky point, but again, Demko's been so good, and Spencer Knight's also been so good as well, which kind of leans more to the under. But then obviously the long shot parlay, I took was 2 guys in this game. So nothing but your best and brightest minds, the NHL tonight. Nothing but the best. Any other looks in this one?
No.
Nah.
All right. Last game of the night, we got San Jose at Seattle. Happy birthday to Matty Beniers.
Really?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew as soon as I said that I was going to poke the bear in Betsky of he's going to be on some sort of Matty Beniers prop tonight. I wanted to drop that little one in there for you. I do have one play in this one that is going to be Montour 3+ automatic at home. Great matchup for him against San Jose. Just keep it rolling. I think that is around minus 142 tonight on DraftKings. So keep it going.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah. Franco, anything for you?
So this game's weird, right? Like San Jose is a great target for shots for defensemen and wingers. For whatever reason, centers don't do anything against them. That just doesn't make any sense. But so obviously the play is Montour, right? But I feel like very worried about that pick. Like it feels like one of those ones where everybody's gonna be on it. Every capper on NHL Twitter is gonna be on Montour shots. He's sitting at 2 in the third period with 3 misses, and he doesn't get there. So I feel like it's the obvious play.
Thanks for putting that one out there. Yeah, yeah.
I know, man.
Thanks,
like how many times does that happen though, man? Like where it seems so easy, right?
Yeah.
The numbers are good. Like his history is good.
Last night.
Yeah. So I'm very hesitant to pull the trigger on Montour. Is what I'm getting at. With that being said, like I kind of want to just pivot and do done. And I know the numbers don't line up for him at all. But I feel like that's the way to kind of like maybe you sprinkle a half unit on each of them or something. I don't know. Because I feel like one's got to get there. But done being a nice plus number at 2.5. Yeah, the numbers aren't there, like I said. But it just feels like that type of situation is going to happen tonight. Everybody's going to be cursing Brandon Montour's name, and Vince Dunn's going to be laughing with 4 shots.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Betsky, you find any Matty Beniers props that you are going to be on tonight?
I mean, there's no reason to not take his shots, right?
That 1.5 mark.
Except for, like I said, San Jose doesn't give up shots to centers for some reason. It doesn't make sense.
They just haven't played Colorado enough.
No. Someone to beef up.
The centers are in the Pacific that are shooting a lot, besides Eichel and Dry and McDavid. That's why.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. And then like you look at the wingers for Seattle.
Very true.
Like, now I'm looking at who have they played this year. There's only 11 games. I can figure this out.
Yeah, I know it's early. It's early. I get it, but still,
All right.
I think you need to at least like take it to some extent. Take it with a grain of salt. You see the numbers for
he's
Chandler
found
Stevenson
the Knights,
against them.
Ducks, who I wouldn't say have centers that shoot much. Hurricanes,
They do.
Mammoth, Penguins, Islanders, Rangers do not. Devils do, but Jack Hughes didn't shoot that game. Wild. Okay, no, yeah. So they've been able to. They've played the Red Wings. They've actually played a good amount of teams that I would consider have high shooting volume centers.
Yeah,
including Colorado. But
it's just enough, to give a little bit of pause there, especially considering like it's not like this is Jack Hughes or somebody like or McKinnon. We're talking about Matty Beniers. Like he could easily just put up a 0 because, man,
that comment by Danny Boy, if Mesa's out, Seattle's not the type of team you want to be with running 11-7 against.
You guys see?
No, and I did take Seattle in regulation in this game.
Yeah. You guys see Chandler Stevenson's numbers against San Jose, point-wise? Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's ridiculous. 3 multi-point games in his last 5, and points in 4 of his last 5.
Wow.
And who's on his line?
Of his last 10. He's on the second line, I believe, with
Schwartzy.
Yeah, so it's decent. I could see him being productive. Yeah, so just some other good news there.
Too.
Top power play unit.
I love that. Especially because he's from the area.
Yeah, the good apps in that tonight. So just even better for some Seattle points.
He's from Saskatoon. Sorry. What province is Saskatoon in, guys?
Saskatchewan.
There you go. Boom.
Bam. Look at that.
Looks pretty.
Power play points in 3 of his last 5 against them too for Chandler Stevenson. So that's almost a plus 400 there. So I'll probably sprinkle each of those.
I like it. Anything else?
Are you guys like Celebrini tonight, or is this a night to lay off?
What, shots?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bettable. The 2.5 mark.
It's another piece.
Yeah.
I feel like Seattle just isn't. They're kind of like back to the team they were a few years ago, where they weren't giving up a ton of shots.
Boring.
It feels like, like not shot unders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Decord's number is set at 22.5. So if that tells you anything.
Got like a castle in Saskatoon. Just like a.
I kind of want to go Saskatoon.
What's that?
You're just on Google Earth right now?
I'm just images.
He's just zipping around.
I was gonna say, Betsy's about to put on the headset too, and just instead of watching the first 2 games tonight, he's gonna explore Saskatoon.
Yeah, city tour, walking tours, virtual walking tours.
All right, any other picks before we get to our parlay of the night?
No. Oh, let me Houdini this. Yeah, I think the Utah one I still am struggling with. Washington
That's a
win.
tough one. I mean,
Calgary money line. I'm now having pause on Vancouver with Lincoln in. But Garland's back too. Seattle, Calgary, Washington.
Oh, you can stop there if you want. If those are your 3 that you're most confident in, just ride with those. Because then if you pick one that's not
he has
there,
to do them all. He has to do them
Yeah,
all.
he has to do them all. Oh, I was gonna give him a way out right here. And Frank, I was like, no, get back in the lab.
Do those 3 if you want, and then I feel like there's got to be one more dog in this. Is it going to be Vancouver or Utah? Who's Utah play next?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Can you just take the under 6.5 for the Vancouver game
Saturday against Montreal?
Or is that a cop out?
Well, with Blanken and
Utah money line, Washington, Calgary, Vancouver, Seattle. That's it.
Interesting. All right,
love it.
Fair.
And my round robin goal scorer is going to be Michelli, Ovechkin, Kadri, Mikheyev, and Reichel. So now that Lankinen's in, I feel a little bit better about that. That's actually not bad. And then going back to Burakovsky point, that might be added to the card as well.
That might be an ad now.
Yeah, Burakovsky might find himself on the card because I did have him circled. another revenge spot too. Franco, I know you were dying to bring up Sam Lafferty in that matchup as well.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm sure he'll be on your card in Chicago, Vancouver. Alex Weinberg in San Jose, Seattle. Revenge spot too. So they're gonna have to get in the lab after this one. Yeah.
These are vomit inducing ones.
Yeah.
Even by my standards.
Oh, I did want to bring up before we get into our parlay for the tonight. I did want to bring up 2 revenge spots tomorrow. So St. Louis plays Buffalo. Tage Thompson has been terrific against the St. Louis Blues. So mark that down on your cards to take his props. And Mikael Granlund, Anaheim, Dallas tomorrow. Another one of my favorite targets in that one. So those are 2 to be sure.
Before Granlund?
Tage against St. Louis.
Oh.
He's been terrific against them.
Oh, yeah.
Shots, points. So those are 2 on the card tomorrow.
Because he could have won a cup. And then he got stuck in Buffalo.
All right.
Poor
Thanks.
guy.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
It's St. Louis
See you later.
Poor tortured soul.
Oh, you just had to go there. All right. Parlay the nighttime. We'll bring the good vibes now that Betsky has ruined them. What do you got here?
Cooley 2.
Cooley at that
What?
2 mark. All right.
Cooley 2 shots.
I like that.
Pull it. Yeah.
I'll do Quinn 3.
Just stealing picks now too. You're gonna make fun of my team and then just steal my picks. Is that what we're doing on the show now? We're just a pick stealing show.
Damn right. Damn right. I like it.
All right. Quinn at 3. Where is that? And then you said Cooley at 2, Franco.
Yeah.
All right.
Rasmus 2.
Oh, yeah. Or Kadri. Or
Kadri
both.
3.
I have
both.
Kadri 2, but we do need a same game parlay for a boost. So if we did Anderson
there we
at
go.
2 and
There we
Kadri
go.
at 2,
That's it.
that is perfect. And then you add the boost, that is plus 901.
All shots.
Damn.
Oops, all shots.
All 2s too.
All shots. Quinn at 3,
No.
Cooley at 2, Kadri at 4, and Anderson at 2. That is plus 901.
Only 2 at 2.
Oh, I thought you said Kadri at 2. Can we do Kadri at 3?
No, Kadri at
or
4.
Can we do Kadri at 3?
Oh. Yeah, Kadri 3.
Do Kadri 3 just for the BS
Yeah.
protection.
Okay,
the
so
score.
Kadri at 3 is plus 587.
Or do we want point? What if he gets a goal
What's
on this
worse?
first shot?
Yeah.
I could see
So
that.
minus 225
The
for
family
3.
Celebrate. Let me paint you a picture.
The family is in the crowd.
Yep.
He scores
actually works out better.
seconds into the game.
He just starts
Yeah.
thinking about that party that's coming after, the awesome dinner he's going to have tomorrow with all of his friends and family because he scored on.
I kind of like it.
Game.
We're already on Kadri 4 shots as a straight. Why not pivot? I kind of like that.
I like it. Yeah. It boosts the parlay as well, so that's plus 692.
Nice.
So Kadri for
Nice.
a point, Anderson for 2 shots, Cooley for 2 shots, and
much.
Quinn Hughes for 3. Love that.
Pretty much 69 if you take the
Pretty
2
much.
out.
Yeah. Just get rid of that too.
So that's cool.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it just basically is.
Basically, pretty much is.
All right, yeah. So that's math. That's math with our show. Yeah, no, it really is. You just have to remove the 2, and you got it. Exactly. Anything else before we wrap up here?
No, it sounds like your computer wants you to finish.
We
so.
almost lost you there. No, I think we're.
I think we
we're
did.
good.
Yeah, I think I'm still on heading out here now.
You got like frozen while picking your nose. Everybody's just staring at it.
That wasn't supposed to be on camera.
Damn it.
Come on. That wasn't supposed to be on camera. All right. Before my Wi-Fi cuts out again, we want to appreciate everyone for tuning in to today's stream of expected bets. For once more, that parlay: Kadri for a point, Anderson for 2+ shots, Quinn Hughes for 3+ shots, and Logan Cooley for 2+ shots. That'll get you basically 69 plus 692. Once more, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys next week on Wednesday.
What you know about rolling down in the